Hello, everyone. Welcome to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. I am Chell, your DM, a white that has been given a semblance of life through sheer violence and hatred, a twisted reflection of myself that I had in life. But for now, I'm going to put aside my intense need for revenge, and I'm going to play some D&D for tonight. Victoria.
It's me. Hey, everybody. We got some announcements. First of all, you already know what it is. Little Dragon Corp is our sponsor. Well, one of them. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian dice company that supplies all kinds of awesome tabletop gear. You can check out their Twitter at Little Dragon Co. 1 to stay updated on their awesome products. And don't forget to use our coupon code PROBONUS, PROBONUS, when you head over to littledragoncorp.com, and you will get 10% off of your order. They just finished their Kickstarter, but I believe they're leaving the backer kit like open, so like you can do like late pledges or something, or like if you already did, you can add more money. So you should really just check it out and support them. Thanks, Little Dragon Corp, and also a big thank you to Cardboard Castle Games of Evans, Georgia. They are a lovely little local game store in that area, so if you're ever there, please check them out. We really appreciate their support in our birthday week with all of our giveaways, so thank you to them. And don't forget to check out our other games. The schedule should be posted below the Twitch video feed, but if somebody can also do the chat command, that would be dope. We've got games every day. We have games for published modules. We have some homebrew games. We have some games that are not even 5th edition. So we have stuff for you. You should check it out. And also, quick thank you to Adrian Von Ziegler for some of the awesome music that we are now using in the background. You should check out his YouTube and Patreon. He's a very talented composer. Christy, Mystic Hour.
I don't really know what's happening tomorrow because there's been some scheduling changes as production has been altered slightly this month. So I'm not sure if we're having the Unstoppable Pigeon on tomorrow or not. And if not, they will be rescheduled very soon. So there is a possibility where I will just play Dragon Age Awakening. So come check us out tomorrow. There's going to be something happening, whether that's Mystic Hour Podcast or Mystic Hour Gaming, one of the two. So come check us out. I'll figure it out. Well, yeah.
Okay. All right. It has been a couple of weeks because I have been dealing with some medical issues in the background, but if anybody would like to go ahead and attempt to do a recap for yourselves as well as our viewers, you may.
Yeah, I think I got it. The most important thing is we're not dead. We all love that. We had been arrested earlier in the day. We've had a really rough day. Arrested earlier in the day, tried to kind of recoup ourselves, was visited by our lovely friend, not friend, from your local Asmodeus cult, who just sort of showed up to taunt us. Also attacked our wonderful friend, oh my god, I'm so tired for names. Attacked the detective, and we helped him, so he's not dead, and he's like, I'll still work on this case, and we're like, are you sure you want to keep working on this case? But he's going to keep working on it. We moved him to kind of not pursuing super murderous Asmodeus cultist lady. Went to bed just kind of hoping to get one night's rest. We didn't. Our house was broken into by an entire group of bugbears, which seemed to want to retrieve Ott, who is a member of the Xanathar's Guild that we've just been keeping in our basement. Don't worry about that, it's fine. The party went downstairs to confront these bugbears, and combat ensued. We were able to defeat all of the bugbears, though we were gravely injured, and we were able to hold on to Ott as well. But now we had a whole bunch of corpses in our house, So we decided to call Raynar, because whenever something goes wrong, we call Raynar, and devised a plan to take these to a mysterious dragonborn in the field ward, who seems to be able to get rid of dead bodies for us. In the background, Sir also had kind of a argument. He
Heck
pushed the
you.
button galore, grew a spine, and was able to glean from the Stone of Galore what the first key that we need is, which is a ingot of pure adamantine. Haven't gotten to do anything about that yet. We were on our way, leaving with Raynar to go bring these bugbear bodies to the field ward. It is still like the night, I think.
It is indeed.
It's like 3 in the morning or something.
You guys are kind of sitting in that cusp between the 1st and the 2nd, I believe we figured out, of Marpanath, which is the month kind of leading into fall.
You know, those bugbears could have had like one of those barbershop troops that does like a cappella music. That would have been a much better use of their time, if you ask
I think
me.
it's a much better use of most people's time. Okay. So, the day, or I guess in this case night, is yours to do with what you will. So, floor is yours.
Okay. I forget if we have a cart to be able to get them over there. No.
If you remember, there was a pickup service involved if you wanted to.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, we were gonna contact him and pay him for pickup to come retrieve them. We just needed to go
Talk to him.
tell him. Which means, oh, that's right, we moved all of the bodies into the basement with Ott, locked it up, and said we're gonna go talk to that guy and deal with that. So that's what we were doing.
I forgot you're making this poor man sitting in a cellar full of corpses.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ott. Like, we really...
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Do you guys have all your things? I know that was kind of like a little bit of a... I mean, I need to get dressed. I think I got dressed. I don't know if I got dressed. Do you have your things? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I should be good. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Producing.
Christy, I don't hear any background music, just so you know.
Okay, that's what I was worried.
I
Sorry.
can tell by my armor class I did not get dressed. He is still in his like sweatpants, no shoes, no shirt, no service.
Yeah, I will go and grab like my jacket, which is like my armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just put on clothes and make sure that I guess I'm bringing my weapons though.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raynar, you know where this guy is in the field ward?
Yes, I can lead you straight to him.
Let's not waste any time then.
Okay. So everybody can get their things together.
Okay.
Sorry everyone, we're readjusting to being like live on these days.
Okay, so you guys can get your things together. And Raynar will wait until you're all dressed and have all your weapons and things. And then you can go out into the cool, crisp night of the first, technically second of Marpanath, and head to the field ward. He described to you that this was kind of a converted windmill that was in the field ward. And he's kind of quiet as he's walking, and the city itself is a lot more quiet as you're moving around as well. Not completely. This city never really shuts down, especially in the field ward, because that's where most of the less than savory businesses are, things that smell like leather, like tanneries, things like that. And this is when a lot of work can get done. So the field ward is a bit more active, whereas the north ward is going to be quieter, just because they have the means to not have to work at night. If there is anything you guys would like to be doing in your walk over, you can.
Oh man.
I think, because I'm realizing I still have Galore with me, actually. I never said that I put him back. But Sir would kind of try to fall a little bit in step with Nova and be like, Nova, since we're gonna be walking for at least a little bit, there's something that I need to tell you.
Yeah, what's wrong?
While I was in the bath, I had another talk with Galore alone.
Oh, how'd that go?
Better than I thought, actually. I was, I suppose, applauded or at least recognized for growing a spine. I sort of threatened him.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I was a little bit pressed, but the most important thing is I know what one of the keys are.
He told
the
you?
first key. I did.
What is it? What is it? Telepathically.
A pure ingot of adamantine. Sort of like a really rare, magical, hard metal.
Does nobody know what that is?
Roll a history check.
Okay. 17.
Yeah. It is an extremely rare and powerful metal. It's typically more lightweight than other metals because it is fused with kinds of magic. And two different kinds of metals kind of made together. It is generally black with kind of like a reflective green sheen. And it is hard to find. It's hard to find people who make it, like smelt it, and it's hard to find people who can work with it. Generally, it is seen mostly in dwarven communities and dwarven smiths specifically.
Oh no.
But it's
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, there she is.
Okay.
I was like, oh no.
Sorry.
Talus just disappeared. Yeet. Sorry, dwarven cities, dwarven...
Yeah, dwarven smiths are typically the ones who are found to be able to work with it the most because it's a really, like, close-knit kept secret. But it's really pure and raw adamant, which is what it is called, is kind of found in like places where like solidified lava flows. Oh. And then it needs to be processed to produce an adamantine metal. So it's hard to find people who know how to do that.
Okay, yeah, I will tell them. I'll tell Ace that at least telepathically, the abridged version, that it's usually from lava flows. A lot of dwarven people can work with it, but it's really hard to find, hard to work with, really rare.
Yeah, I'll guess it wouldn't be a good key if it was not all of those things.
Do you know how much we need of that?
Just
You just said
an ingot, a bar.
a bar? Okay.
A standard bar's worth.
Okay.
I was thinking about when we get time, I might ask Kreb. I know he mostly works in silver, but maybe he knows a guy who knows a guy.
Maybe.
Progress.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's something we can work towards for sure. That's definitely going to be difficult if we need to source it ourselves.
Yeah, I think this is sort of more of a hope that someone else has a shipment of ingots coming in and nick all of them.
Great, I say out loud. Great.
Is everything alright?
Yeah.
This whole situation.
Everything's great.
Sarcasm.
This is fine.
There is quite a lovely, like, witching hour breeze right now. It's actually quite refreshing. It's a little bit chilly, but not too much.
Yes, there was, if I remember correctly, in that little scrap, quite a lot of breeze, actually, from you.
Right.
Yep.
That was new.
Yep.
Is that an appearance by your friend?
I mean, my friend's always here.
Of course.
Do you see that constellation up there? Looks like a bum. I'll point out one. See, like, look, right up there.
Oh, okay, I can kind of see it.
Only angling.
But if you go the other way, it kind of looks like a bunny.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of does. Nice.
I just see the letter. The letter.
The letter 3?
The number 3.
The letter 3.
Look, I got hit in the face.
Oh, Ace. Okay.
I got hit in the face a couple of times.
Oh no. Do you need healing? I don't know if I have healing.
Nope,
I have nothing left, buddy. I'm sorry. Oh, kitty. Oh, almost fell.
I corrected myself. Thank you very much. It just looks like number 3 for me.
I mean, you know, to each their own. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Life happens.
Using lyrics from my own song against me.
Yeah, it's a great night. Other than the situation that has us taking care of things that we have going on and everything else, but the weather.
So tired. Can we just get this done?
We're getting it done.
Okay.
Sorry, I have matching black eyes.
I see that, and I'm sorry I can't help right now, but I'll help you in the morning.
The whole right side of his face is like mincemeat.
Oh, I feel so bad. I can't do anything.
She's got the one eye is like it's all swollen and like the one eye is closed.
We're gonna have to get you one of those, like an egg, to just like roll over it.
Yeah, Talith probably also has a black eye and like her lip is like split.
I mean, we just look like
I'm just bleeding from the abdomen per usual.
How do you eat? How do you keep any food?
I don't know, there's so many holes.
There's so many holes.
I drank water and it just pours out.
Nice, I love that. I love that for you. It's great.
At least they don't go for my face.
This was the moneymaker too. Ah.
We'll work on that.
The scars could be a look, because I'm already so beautiful that we don't need 2 beautiful people. We need like a rugged person too.
Oh, was it a rugged one before?
I mean, yeah, well, I don't know, noticed the one with a bunch of holes in her body. I think she was the rugged one.
I might be.
Alright. We'll all try and get some sleep once this is done.
Okay. Hi, Gatsby. So you guys make your way through the field ward, following behind Raynar. She likes to be up here with me. She'll lay down between my keyboard and myself on the desk and just hang out. She's currently rubbing against Victoria's face on my computer screen.
No.
Raynar leads you to a old windmill that has been repurposed, as Raynar has explained to you, to be the butcher. There's a light on in the tower of the windmill. It's like a windmill that on the left side, and then it's kind of got a T-shaped building attached to it. And he just kind of gestures like a ta-da when you arrive. There is kind of an irony smell that's hanging in the air. You would gather from the meat that is processed here.
The meat. Quick question. Since Davil told me that there's like a symbol, it's like a circle with a dot or whatever to mean like offense, do I see like a different symbol on this building for like we'll chop up bodies?
Yeah, actually you do. It's kind of like an S sideways with a line through it.
Oh boy. Nice. I take a mental note.
You're not sure that means we'll chop up bodies, but you do see a symbol
something
on the door frame, kind of.
Thieves can't, one symbol at a time.
Well, go up to the door, and I'm about to knock, and I wait a second.
You can actually just go in. He lives in an apartment here in the tower, but he lets quarters stay in the main building at night, so it's normally just open.
Yeah.
Okay. So you push the door open, which leads you to kind of a small, it's like 10 by 15, like foyer. And then there's a hallway that leads to the left and to the right. There's a door directly in front of you, a door down the hallway to your right, and then to your left is where the tower of the windmill starts, and you can actually see a set of stairs that go up, and another hallway that goes off to, if you're standing there, it's kind of straight, but it's over to your left. Okay, that's enough. Time to go.
I mean, I guess he would probably be asleep in the apartment.
I can go and fetch him if you would like.
Thanks, Raynar.
Thanks.
He goes to the left and towards the stairs and then up them into the tower of the windmill. So you're left standing here now in this very dark hallway area with these doors around. And now that you're in the building, that irony smell of blood is much stronger.
Anyone else feeling like a little sick? I already don't like to eat meat, and this is just like... Ugh.
It reminds me of, like, underneath the arena where you go to sort of, like, wash off.
Good to know, I won't go there. I'll avoid that.
I mean, it's for after, you know, you've been hacking at each other. So, I mean, there's also hacking here taking place.
Yep.
I'm not helping.
I'm just like, I'm doing like the thing that you do, like where you just take your shirt. I'm just taking my like jacket and just, like covering my face with it to try to cover the smell. And thinking about flowers.
Sir's making sure that he keeps a hand on Galore because he kind of took him, and we're in the field ward. So he's just making sure that I'm holding him in my pocket.
Raynar is gone for a few moments. You can hear muffled voices speaking upstairs, and then you hear footsteps coming down the stone steps. Lighter footsteps first, followed by some very heavy ones. And you watch as Raynar turns the corner, coming down those stone steps that kind of curve around the curve of the windmill tower. He is followed by a very, very large, very, very tall, very, very wide, red dragonborn, who comes down the steps behind him, slowly kind of comes down to the bottom of the steps. Raynar continues and meets up with you again, and the man that came down behind him stands at the bottom of the stairs and just kind of assesses you for a moment. He is not wearing a shirt. He is wearing just like very plain like linen pants with a belt and boots, but he is not wearing a shirt.
Who's bigger, Sir or this guy?
This guy.
This guy.
He's huge.
Yeah. I remember when he was described that he's bigger than me.
And his head kind of comes to a point with his like very reptilian snout. You can see pointed teeth, kind of how a crocodile's mouth closes and the teeth kind of remain outside of the jaw. And he is just assessing you for a moment.
I will be assessed.
And after just a moment of looking you over, he will close the gap between the stairs and you, which is about 25 feet or so, and come over to you. He doesn't say anything. He is waiting for you to speak.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Tired.
Yep. So, we have need of a butcher. We hear you're real good at it.
Specifically a pickup.
How many?
6.
6.
25 each plus a $10 pickup fee.
Alright. So 25, that's 150, 160 gold. I will give him 160 gold. Oh. I pass him the gold.
Okay. He takes it, pockets it.
Do you need us to like do anything with them?
Where are they?
Free of cups.
Basement.
Trollskull Alley.
Is this an ASAP situation?
Preferably.
Yeah.
Alright, I will need to get Joshua.
We can leave the back door unlocked.
Yeah, there's a door from the kitchen that's pretty close to the trapdoor. It opens out into like the side.
I normally deal with a particular contact with the Zentarum. Who are you?
Just some people who got attacked and defended ourselves.
So why come to me and not the watch?
Because they are annoying.
I mean...
Because...
They wouldn't like the fact that we defended ourselves instead of letting ourselves get destroyed trying to find wherever they were in the North Ward beforehand. They don't like people handling their own business in their own way, especially in very dire situations. Their expected response is not realistic. So we took matters into our own hands for fear of our lives, and we would get in trouble for it.
And there's also still another live one.
He's ours, though.
Yeah, that one's ours.
Good. I don't deal with live people. That's not my job.
Well, that is pretty much all we need for your services tonight.
Okay. You need to be there to meet Joshua.
Alright.
Alright. Thank you for your services, kind sir.
This is a very kind of awkward encounter. It's as awkward as it feels right now. He doesn't appear to be very social. When he says he doesn't deal with live people, he probably meant that in multiple ways.
They're very hairy.
What?
People?
Both of you,
Bye.
have a nice night.
Why not? In Draconic, I just say thank you and sorry for disturbing your sleep.
You said 3 of Cups?
3 of Cups.
Hold on a second.
Oh, God!
He walks to the right through the door at the end of the hallway, which he leaves ajar, and that smell gets stronger even from that room, the irony smell of blood kind of wafting through. He comes back holding basically like a clipboard with some blood-stained paper on it. Picks up a few sheets of paper, he's looking through it. So you're on my delivery list.
Oh, is that guy with the cart who pulls it around? Is that Joshua?
Yes.
I thought the name sounded familiar.
You know what? We were going to buy him a mule.
Well,
You were
if I
going to-
remember, we like pay him extra and
Yeah.
stuff. Whenever
Yeah,
he
we
comes
like
by.
him.
He's really cool.
Yeah. Good guy. Extra 25 and I'll take you off my delivery list.
Oh, for like this week?
Yeah.
Have we been? Okay, I give him 25 gold.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no 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 no! Nova!
Wow.
Nova goes really pale
think I'm-
and rushes outside and might puke.
Yeah, I think Talos goes a little like gray, like dark gray instead of like dark purpley gray.
Oh no no no!
Takes the 25 gold, pockets it, nods. Alright, pleasure doing business with you.
I do lean in though.
Is there a fee to add someone onto the delivery list?
Who and why?
I don't have anyone in particular in mind. I just wanted to know if it's one of the services.
I'd consider it.
Did somebody
Then I will
put us?
consider it as well.
Are we on the list because someone wanted us on the list, or does everyone start off on the list?
No. You just happened to be on my delivery route.
Oh God. Are we still gonna see Joshua? He's quite nice. We just don't want the people.
He doesn't work just for me.
All right. Have a great night, big guy. I'm gonna go out and check on Nova.
He'll be around in an hour or so.
Alright. I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm gonna like pour a little bit of like water I'm gonna say water into the alchemy jug, fresh water, and I'm gonna put like a handkerchief in it, and I'm just gonna like put it on the back of Nova's neck. Like rub her forehead a little.
Okay.
I wish I didn't come here. I wish I didn't know.
Yeah.
I need to go to the kitchens. I need to throw out all the meat.
Is there like a way to tell if it's...
I don't care! I'm throwing it all out! I don't want to risk it! I'm not going to sleep tonight! I just start walking home.
I look back at the door as like Sir and Rainier, I'm assuming, leaving, and then I just kind of like jog after Nova.
Sir's just picking at his teeth and walking back and saying nothing.
Yeah, Rainer's quiet too.
Yikes. Yikes, yikes.
Oh, Raynar's eating at our house!
Everyone's eating at our house!
Well, we're all in this
I'm the
together.
only
It's
one
like
that
a High
hasn't
School
eaten
Musical.
people.
Yeah, because you're,
Yeah, you're a vegetarian.
Vegetarians win the day, unless you're eating plant people.
Plant people. Yikes.
Yeah, like a myconid or something, I don't know.
Ooh. Pretty far from home at that point.
Anyway.
But yeah.
You guys can quietly and contemplatively make your way back to the Three of Cups, through the field ward, through the north ward, down the alley where your house sits.
I will just silently follow Nova into the kitchen where I assume she immediately begins taking all of the meat.
All of it. I don't care that we're gonna lose money. I throw it all out. I don't give a fuck.
Fair.
I will assist.
I'll, I don't know, I guess make sure that the bugbears are ready to easily be taken to the back door.
Okay.
How's Ott doing?
He was asleep when you came by. And he just kind of quietly watches you move bodies.
I go over to Ott. Put a
Mhm.
hand on his shoulder and I say, Ott, you hungry?
Not really, no.
Good!
Go.
Good!
And then I go upstairs, and I just leave him with that, and I go upstairs.
Oof. Oof, oof. Oh, big oof.
Not like a haha, I'm not gonna feed you, just like a very honest,
This
like,
is Snowpiercer all over again, and I'm not about it.
Snowpiercer.
So is there anything that anybody would like to do in the time that you're waiting for your pickup?
Deep clean the kitchen.
Okay.
Probably start making Yorkshire puddings, because that seems to be the only thing that I want to eat right now, because that's not meat. So, yep, that's... I don't think Nova's gonna sleep quite yet. She's gonna have to sleep all day, but she is deep cleaning and changing the food around for the next couple days. Changing, like, the schedule for, like, making notes for the chefs, being like, hey, no meat options for the next while. Here's what you make instead. Pancakes, French toast, breakfast. We're good. All day breakfast.
All that fruit.
All that fruit.
Sir, just kind of upkeep mechanical stuff. I wanted to switch one of my bonded one of my weapon bonds from my short bow to the magma war pick.
Okay.
Just kind of as a mechanical upkeep thing. But other than that, he's making sure that Galore is safe. He's not actually putting him back in the bag of holding though, because it feels a little bad to keep shoving him in the bag of holding.
Okay.
So that's all.
After I help Nova get the meat out, I will try to clean up some of the blood and damage from like the dining area, since she's got the kitchen. I'll get like the bar and try to clean up the blood.
Sounds good. After about an hour, maybe like an hour and 20 minutes or so, you hear a banging on your back door.
I'll go check to make sure
It is indeed Joshua.
It's gonna be easier to come me.
Follows you.
Just while the girls clean, it's just gonna be a real silent back and forth carrying them.
The CCTV footage, though, of this night.
This is horrible montage.
It's a horrible montage.
The cart that he has is different than the one that he delivered your food with. It is still a hand-pulled cart, but it's got a false bottom. It looks like it's crates when he arrives that are kind of stacked a little bit overflowing over the side of the crate, but in fact he pulls away like a lid and those crates kind of come up and off, and it's basically a box made to look like a stack of crates that you guys are putting these bodies inside.
And I think a while back I separated all of their weapons and stuff, because I'll bring those to Kreb to sell off later. So he's just gonna help carry them and put them away.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. So one by one, one of you grabs the arms, one of you grabs the feet of these bodies, puts them into the cart. Joshua gets your assistance in putting the lid basically back on top of this box, and it once again looks like it's just a big stack of crates.
When they're done, I will follow them out, and I will go to Joshua. You're like, hey man, thanks for all your help, and I'm gonna give him 13 gold.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of gold.
We appreciate your continued labors for us and the people of the city. Thanks, Joshy.
Really consider buying a horse. A mule.
I will think about it.
Have a nice night.
See ya.
Bye. He's like, y'all are acting weird. Picks up the cart with his hands and he begins.
Y'all are acting weird, like we didn't just shove 6 bodies into that.
Yeah,
cart.
It's a normal night for him. He's like, what do you... Calm down. Chill out.
Oh, lip. Not lip. Lip. Oh, lip.
So you guys all kind of stand there with this like numb sort of shock as he carts your attackers' corpses away.
We still can't actually go to sleep yet because we have to take Ott to Reyna's place.
Yeah.
I can just take him over if you want, so you all can go to bed.
No, I'll go with you. I caused the problem, it's my problem, I will help deal with it.
Okay. If you're sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and get back to sleep.
Yeah.
Is everyone all right?
I think that's relative. Like we're alive.
We're alive.
I suppose that's all I can ask for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. As always, thank you for your help, Raina.
Of course.
We don't deserve you, but we're happy to have you.
He just kind of pats you on the shoulder.
Tomorrow? Is that it? Or is
Yeah,
it the
tomorrow.
next day?
No, tomorrow.
All right. And we said he was going to come early.
I think they said about noon.
But
I have a feeling Mert doesn't do anything before noon. I don't know. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
I think that he does.
I think he's like partying before noon. He seems like he parties.
well, it means that I can still get all of my beauty sleep.
Yeah.
Ow. Stupid meatball face.
The sword
I
goes up
would
to
say
his
like put a frozen steak on that, but I would have a few more of those.
He
Too
goes up
early.
to his room.
Nova's already in her room at this point. Yeah, she's already in her room at this point.
We'll go to sleep.
Okay.
I need that long rest.
All right, Raynar, how we doing this?
That's a wonderful question. Let's just... Will he cooperate if I just throw him up on my horse?
Yeah, probably. I could like knock him out beforehand.
Let's see if he'll cooperate conscious first.
Okay. I will go down. Hi, Art. Please be good so we don't have to knock you out. And just be quiet and hold still and just do as you're told. Alright?
Just nods.
Okay, I make sure that everything is tied up and he's gagged. And, well, I'll untie his feet so he can go up the stairs. And
Okay.
we will lead him up.
Okay. He follows. And you guys can take him upstairs and outside. Raynar will hoist him up onto his horse and then throw himself up on the horse behind him. No, actually, he doesn't throw himself up on the horse behind him. He gets you up on the horse, and he will walk the horse so that you don't have to walk.
Oh, Raynar, I was going to make myself really fast, but that's fine too.
And he'll like hoist you up. He'll like pick you up by like your waist and like help you up onto the horse. But he will take the reins of the horse and guide the horse through the streets of Waterdeep to his manor, into the grounds, and into the stable, where he will deposit his horse and help both of you down off of it. And he will take Ott and you inside. He actually gets Ott settled up in an actual room with like a bed and just because it's just what he has.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
But no murder basement.
No murder basement.
We've got that on him.
That is true. He can't get Ott's hands undone because if you remember, he is confined by like a metal sphere, basically. That doesn't have any seams or anything like that. It's magical. But he basically gives him a bedroom and locks him in there.
Well, I will take one of my paper birds that is blank and I will give it to Rainy. And I will take off my earring and I will also give that to Rainy. And let him know that he can use the paper bird to reach us, or if he's close enough, he can give himself a little head start talking to us with the earring if he needs it. And I'll come back to check. every so often.
Okay.
Thanks, Raynar.
Of course.
Let me know if you need anything from me or anyone from us.
He'll give you a hug.
It's really awkward. I pat his back. Yep. Gonna go to bed now.
Get some rest.
See ya in a little while.
He will walk you to the door.
I go home.
Okay. Okay. So Talos will arrive back home eventually. Is there anything else you guys would like to do with your evening, or are you gonna head to bed?
Sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Alright, so you guys can take a long rest.
Woohoo!
Get back your any HP or spell slots lost.
Yeah.
And we will move into the next day.
We made it to the second of
You did.
Marvinoff.
You did.
Mana mana.
Mana mana.
Mana mana.
Do 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 do.
Mana mana.
Do you guys want to do anything before Mert, or do we deserve to get to sleep until noon?
No.
I feel like we have to sleep until noon. Based
no,
on how
sleeps
late
till
it is.
noon for sure.
Okay.
You guys can sleep because a long rest is technically a 6-hour sleep with 2 hours of downtime. So you can technically get to about 9 to 11 a.m.
Okay. Sir probably still wakes up on the earlier end and does his morning workout because he's just kind of got that ingrained in him and wanders around the house while the girls are asleep because he doesn't know what to do. Until
Yeah,
you guys come down.
I'll wake up fairly early and tend to my little garden in the tower because we were away for a couple days, like staying at that hotel. And then I'll just ask Bramble how it's going because he was following Cephia and she was like she had been on a bench like reading.
So he tells you Cephia read for a while, headed home, or what he thinks is home, because she went somewhere and stayed there for the duration of the night. And then in the morning, very early, she got dressed, put a lot of armor on underneath her clothing. Can you roll me another stealth check for him for the next day?
God, Bramble. Alright.
You got it. Natural 20. Here it comes.
$16.
Okay. So you can, at least he is relatively confident that he's being stealthy. So she gets dressed, puts armor on under her clothing, and heads out into the city. She's doing a lot of walking around. Are you looking through him at all?
Yeah, I'll like take a peek.
Okay. You recognize it as kind of the same area that you guys found the Stone of Galore from the
Oh, that abandoned house thing.
In that like street / alleyway. She's doing a lot of walking around. Looks like she's window shopping. She will stop and talk to the occasional person. But yeah, she's spending a lot of time here.
Okay. Cool.
She's waiting for someone.
Yeah. or she's knows that we're watching her. Yeah, then I'll go downstairs and just vibe with Sir. Din. And just hang out.
Okay.
Morning.
Morning. That's a big, yes, a big smile.
Mhm.
I'll come down around 10:30, 11.
Good morning, Nova.
Morning.
So, what exactly are we? I feel like a lot of things have happened in the time between asking to meet Mert and Mert arriving today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are we changing things that we're talking to him about?
Well, I think we know about like the devil cult people a little bit more now. That Sophia attacked Vincent, Vinny.
Yeah.
So maybe we want to try to get a little bit of information about that if he has any.
Okay, I think that is. I feel much better about Matt looking closely into the Asmodeus cult than Vincent, personally.
Yeah.
That's true. Are we gonna ask him for work, or are we like off doing jobs? There's the key now that we know.
Yeah. I mean, I think money's always nice, but I think trying to take care of a devil cult is kind of like a job in and of itself that Mert might like. I mean, if he's friends with Rainey, then he's probably a good guy, which means he probably doesn't like devil cultists, which means getting rid of them would be a job. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So we're just that's all we need to talk to him about.
I mean, I think so.
I'm gonna be going over to Krebs later today just to see if he knows anything about adamantine in the city, or even anyone that works it, which I don't think that there is.
Is it a possibility to ask Mert that? Or
Do
is
we
that
want-
too
I mean, what if-
risky?
I mean, if he asks why we want it, I mean, it's
For armor.
just super good. Yeah, super good metal. You keep getting stabbed, I keep getting stabbed, and we might just be able to buy some off of him. I think that's fair to ask him for.
Oh! Oh my god, I forgot. Listen, I know how to find fences. Okay, but like, so maybe instead of being like, I want to give you these things to sell, maybe you can find a fence that'll be like, I'll give you a thing. Like, and maybe they have adamantine.
You mean to buy from?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like,
Okay, so we've got like 3 options for that. That's pretty
yeah.
good.
But yeah,
Okay.
well.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably the best course with Mert at the moment. But so much things have changed.
Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days here.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are just sitting and waiting for Mert to show up?
I think so.
Yeah. Who should roll the D3 for recharging the charges on the Stone of Galore?
Up to you guys.
I'll do it.
Roll a D. It's a D3, so.
So
So
if
should I
it's
just do?
if it's a 4, just re-roll.
Well,
yeah,
if you
that
do a
works.
D6, you can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6.
Okay.
Yep.
There, do it like that.
It's a 2, so that's 1 charge.
1 charge. Okie dokie. I think I only. No, there were 2.
And I will go up to Sir at some point while we're waiting, and I will say, "You're so smart," and I pat him on the head and I cast Thought Shield on him. You're trying so hard, and I'm so proud of all of your magic that you're doing.
Thank you.
And you see, like, it would be like a bunch of like tiny glowing butterflies like land on your head and your horns for a bit before they just kind of, and they're like all multicolored.
It does make me feel like I'm thinking clearer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're cool too. I'll have a spell the guest on you.
Do I have prestidigitation? Do I have that? I minor illusion. I prestidigitate some sparkles when he does that.
Okay.
Okay, we can just wait for Mert.
Yeah.
Also, while we were waiting for Mert, we're going to do, because I was just reminded by our lovely Victoria, your money
Oh, for the
rolls
month.
for your
We
month,
were-
for the month.
We were closed for a lot of that, so.
You were indeed, so I will be adding penalties to your rolls, especially because you guys weren't participating too much in running the business in the times that it was open as well. Because you guys are off doing your own thing.
We're about to get even more poor.
I mean, we made money doing other jobs. We can always put some of our gold into
I
it.
think we already have.
Oh yeah, we took.
We have put a little bit of money into the
Yeah.
Kobold Bard
We're
sheet.
fine.
All right. So who would like to roll the D100?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Go. D&D Beyond health potion dice. Ooh, 85.
All right. So, can you guys recall any times at all when you were assisting or working in the bar?
I
Or
mean,
were you
we
mostly-
definitely did in the beginning, but then
In
shortly
the first
after
couple
we,
weeks.
like, in the, because the fireball we were closed for like a good, I think like 4 days ish at least. It was like half of a 10-day, and then Nova helped out a lot with the harvest thing.
Yeah, I did
We
do
did do
that.
that.
I did do that.
Did do that. Was that last month was when we had the castle enters come stay at some point in the month.
That was the
Mhm.
day before the fireball.
Yeah, because I like performed that day.
Yeah.
I think what we had been doing was a lot of like we would come back for the evening and help for a couple hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds about right. Like
Um,
we would be gone most of the day, but towards the end we would come back and actually work.
Okay.
And we had a
so-
couple days where we screwed around and did a whole lot of nothing and just had drunk brunch.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so a little bit.
But there were days that we were gone completely.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so, sir, then, give me a few examples of what you worked on.
I think Sir actually listened to the girls and continued to perform. A little bit. There's no piano in there yet, but did some performance and did some of his regular bouncer work.
Okay, roll me a performance check.
La da dee, la da do, la da da. The performance check is only an 11.
Okay. Intimidation.
Oh, sir, that was almost an 18. Just a 10.
Okay. Persuasion.
Natural 1.
Oh, buddy. There it is.
That's
He's
pretty
back.
much how his. That's pretty much how his month went.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to like retroactively use inspiration for stuff over the last month. So those are the rules.
That makes
All
sense.
right, Nova.
Yeah.
Give me a few examples of what Nova may have done.
She definitely helped out during the harvest, so she was definitely in the kitchen cooking.
Okay.
And baking. And then she was upstairs doing her usual tarot reads and maybe select dream walks.
Okay. So roll me a performance check.
Okay. 14.
Okay, an inside check.
Here it comes.
97.
97. 69. Sorry, math.
You're fine.
22.
Okay, and a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Which dice? Let's use this one. Okay. What's my persuasion? Another 14.
Okay. Dallas.
I probably helped out with the bartending.
Okay.
Like, I want to do some cool, like, drink flipping tricks.
Okay.
Like, where they pour that stuff. And I would probably just go around and, like, talk to everybody and see how everybody's doing and try to build a relationship with the repeat customers. Try to, like, remember stuff that they told me so that I can ask them about it the next time.
Okay.
And then just helping to, like, serve the food. Because I don't really cook the food, I serve it.
Roll me a performance check.
Okay.
That's such a Talus thing. Like, all of that was such a Talus thing. I love it.
I like that. I like that you're like trying to remember things
Yeah.
that people said to bring it back up.
What's your favorite color? She's gonna remember that forever.
What's your favorite leaf? So the performance, 11 plus 6, 17.
Okay. An insight check.
We'll use the purple dice for Nova for insight checks.
Do it to him!
Oh, not good, Nova.
Oh.
9.
Oh.
Okay. And a sleight of hand check.
Little dragon.
We've had a rough month. Maybe you should just start pickpocketing the noble.
Steal! Dragon Age steal! Steal!
You said sleight of hand?
Yeah.
That's a 19.
Oh, there you go.
So I did really cool drink tricks. I'm just that asshole that doesn't remember the guest that comes in, like, all day, every day.
Me at work!
Okay, so that gives you a bonus of... Let me add this up.
We're gay and we can't do math.
We need to hire an accountant.
I think you should be our accountant.
Okay. Actually, we have an accountant staying with, well, not an accountant, like a banker.
Okay.
So that
banker.
gives you a bonus of 46
Wait.
plus the 30 days in the month, and you said it was an 85?
Yes, the D100 was an 85.
Okay, someone roll me 3d10.
One each?
One each? One each.
Go for it.
6.
5!
2!
Minus 652.
Okay, so... Let me pull up the Three of Cups here.
I always forget how fun this part of the game is.
And let me pull up the Three of Cups and take away all your money.
Yeah, but it's still fun because we get to do like collective checks over the month. I don't know, it's
Yeah.
just enjoyable.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love it.
I'm glad you like it.
We love tavern management.
I love it.
Okay, so your business covered all of its maintenance costs for the days. So for the whole month, you made enough money to cover all of your maintenance costs, which includes paying your employees, paying your rent, or whatever fees to all of your guilds, paying for any food and drink that you get delivered, things like that. So you made enough money to cover everything. Plus an additional 65 gold.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
We made bank?
We made a little profit.
Wow, I was convinced we were gonna lose.
So I'm throwing that into the Three of Cups bank, which brings you guys to a total of 911 gold.
Hey!
No, we're almost... Wait a second. If I could put in
I
some
can put in money.
Just 1,000, and I
Okay.
have like 400 gold. So
Okay.
what, you said 911.
Yep.
So we would need 89 to get us to 1,000.
Mhm.
I will put in 89 gold to get us to 1,000, so we can pay back Mert when he comes.
Okay.
Oh, that's it? That's all we owed?
Because we paid the 250 at
Yeah,
the
we
time.
did. Yeah, we did.
We just
Right.
didn't. We couldn't pay the 1,000.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Hey, we're
So
debt free.
now-
We paid off our credit card. That's such a
D&D
good
is
feeling.
about living a fantasy.
Wow. We actually paid our loans off.
We paid our loans
In a
off.
In a month.
That's pretty good.
While being traumatized.
Well, being
And
traumatized.
getting closed
Oh
for
my
a good
God.
part of that. Yeah.
And we like donated a shit ton too.
We did.
Next month, all of the employees are getting a bonus.
Yeah.
Give them a
they're
holiday
great.
bonus.
Okay. Yeah, let's get Mert here and give him a fat stack of cash.
Okay. Alright. So you guys are looking over your books in this hour that you're waiting for, or so that you're waiting for Mert. Realize that you have enough money to pay him back. Take a moment to celebrate.
I pour us some nice wine.
Elverquist
wine.
Sir has little tiny spectacles and he's like, oh yeah, the numbers all low.
Oh, we're in the black! We're in the black!
Sir, you should wear those tiny spectacles more often. They're quite nice.
They do suit you.
I lost my actual glasses. So
Oh, buddy.
I left them at work.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Wow.
Clink, 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 clink.
We'll pour a fat cup for Liff. We're about to be debt-free, Mr. Liff, the ghost man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for leaving this nice place for us and being a part of our journey. And,
If you needed gold, we'd give you a cut.
but you don't have hands.
Don't have
hands. So actually, normally with Liff, the drinking of the wine or whatever drinks you pour him usually come after the fact. So like you'll look away and then look back and it'll be gone. But it's actually something that happens before your very eyes. This you watch as the glass of wine that you poured him. It doesn't get picked up, but the liquid definitely.
Hell yeah, get
goes
it!
lower.
I will, like, gesture everyone over to do, like, a little toast on
I was
Liff's
gonna
glass.
say,
Yeah, we all toast
Yeah.
him.
well, clink his glass.
Clink.
Clink.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are all sitting here celebrating your money management skills, your newfound money management skills. When the door opens kind of a crack and there's a knock, knock, knock.
Come in.
Hello.
Good afternoon, he says as he comes in, closes the door behind him.
Afternoon, indeed.
Have a seat.
I'd be happy to. I've been told that my presence has been requested.
It has.
Yeah.
Would you like a drink?
Oh, I could go for a tipple.
All right. Do I remember what he has? Oh, did he drink? No, last time he was here, it was when it was a mess.
He didn't drink last time because we didn't
Have
a
any.
business.
Yeah.
You know what? Can I try to guess? I'm gonna try to guess.
Guess whether he's like a red or a white kind of guy.
We're gonna give him the Elverquist because we got the bottle open. We're partying. He's just gonna get that.
Okay. That's quite an exquisite bottle you've got there.
It certainly is for an exquisite day and an exquisite man.
He
Louis,
glass up and cheers.
we are celebrating a little bit.
A little bit.
What are we celebrating? I love to celebrate.
Oh, you'll love it even more. I will go get like a little lockbox,
Okay.
and just sort of put it in front of him while he enjoys his wine on the bar. The business has been a success. Your investment can be repaid in full.
Really? And he opens up the lockbox to see the 1,000 gold. And it is actually 700 gold and 30 platinum. Just for semantics. sake.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd my platinum get
Oh,
in there? Oh,
my
sorry.
My electron.
Are you okay with platinum? That's all we have.
It's a bar. What can it cost? 3,000 platinum?
But he kind of opens it, looks at it, he counts it. He takes a few moments to count it. But I always like getting paid. And much sooner than I thought. So business has been going well.
Some setbacks. Fireballs are not great.
Yeah, not great for business.
Not the best.
We take care of our employees, and we take care of our guests, and we like to think that they take care of us.
Well, color me impressed. My investment paid off.
Yes,
But is this all that you brought me here today to discuss?
That was a happy accident.
Oh yeah, that was we just happened to have some time to do the books this morning.
turn of the month.
Yeah.
Our business with you today is more of a outside of investment sort of venture. More with our additional side work that we occasionally do.
Okay. Pray continue.
I'm sure one of the girls will probably word it better.
So, we have run across some rather unsavory individuals in the city here. And I don't know that we have the Asmodeus, I don't know that we have the devil robes anymore. Because I think I might have given...
I have the amulet still.
Because I think I gave an amulet and a robe to Jarlaxle.
You did.
Yeah, I have my amulet still.
I will gesture to Sir to, like, bring it out.
Yeah, I can go get it.
So, essentially we have kind of run afoul of some devil cultists.
Rena has been keeping me up to speed.
And we're looking to perhaps get a bit more information on them, because it seems like they know a lot more about us than we know about them, and we're a little bit tired of getting attacked in the street and having our associates attacked, and being told that, like, people have marked us with their magic. So it'd be really nice if we could get a little bit on them, if you might know anything.
You've been told that you've been marked with magic. What kind of magic?
Points to Ace.
Do I still have?
Oh no, ass cheeks. Oh no, give me a minute, stream. Everything just froze.
We're here.
Right now.
Hey, Macarena.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Thank you.
That's a good thing.
All right.
Okay, we're good.
Does Sir still have a mark from Sephia's inflict wounds?
Yeah, you still have a scar.
Yeah. So he'll kind of just pull the front of his shirt down, and he'll say, I mean, it was. Nova said it was similar to something that she could do in a clerical sense, but a lot more painful.
Similar to something you can do. What is it? A spell? Is it a?
It's a spell.
Because it's very, very powerful magic to mark someone in that way.
Question, DM.
Very powerful
Has
magic, yeah.
Nova ever seen that happen to her magic? Does she mark people?
No. I mean, she can scar people with, like, inflict wounds, like, just because it hurts and it's a
Right,
wound.
but not like
But
this.
not like a magical mark. Well,
It is a scar, what I have.
It is a
it's
scar?
technically a scar. Yeah, it's a scar. It's not like a festering wound or anything like that.
But
It's
she's
just
told
a
us-
lingering scar. She told you
Right.
I marked you with my magic.
Okay.
Like a link where she could, like, buzz in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because
yeah. Okay.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what spell she could, because she tried to inflict wounds on me like 3 times.
Right.
I think she
I
did
blocked the most.
on you. Like,
Well, yeah, but like I blocked a few. She held person to me. She smacked me with a spiritual weapon.
Yeah,
but
the cleric fucked you
I
up.
think that's everything that she casted on me the combat mechanically wise.
Right.
Not that Sir knows the names of any of those spells, but he could describe.
But at the very least, Nova will say, at the very least, I know it's an inflict wounds scar, but mine can't track people with just an inflict wounds. That seems too...
Either you have come across an extremely powerful magic user, or she's lying.
I've been putting a little bit of a boost on Sir just to make him like harder to find and harder to read. And I also have my
I like to think that Mert is eating breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a salad. It's a breakfast salad.
French toast, thank you. French toast.
Yeah, there's no meat.
I'll just pretend this chicken I'm eating is French toast then.
Oh! Boy. It's French toast!
Is it chicken though?
It's French toast.
He brought his own lunch to our house.
He like pulls out like a little lunch pail and he's like
He's got a little bento box.
Little bento box, yeah.
I
Anyway.
have a friend of mine watching her right now. She's not really doing anything remarkable, but we at least have eyes on her.
what is she doing?
My eyes cloud over and I go into Bramble's head and I check. What is she doing? Just shopping? Walking around?
She appears to be doing a lot of really intense looking around. There's like a point where she like stops and she's just like leaning against the building and she's people watching. She does stop and talk to a few people, but she is lingering and hanging around this area where the where you guys picked up the Stone of Galore before. Roll me an insight check.
Yeah, this is some freaky stuff.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, unless she's like waiting for us or investigating for us.
Not that's a 9.
So you're not really entirely sure what she's doing. You can have a few guesses. Perhaps she is waiting to see if something's going to happen. Maybe she's doing a bit of reconnaissance. Because you know that it was her job to get the stone from point A to point B, basically.
Yeah, I'm thinking she's either doing recon or she's doing what Talus... If Talus were doing this, Talus would be trying to, like, act natural. So, like, I'm wondering if she maybe, like, can sense that she's being watched, if she can, like, mark Sir with magic. So, I will describe the area in the... I think it's the trade ward, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was back in the trade.
Of where she is, and just let Mert know that she's kind of just, like, looking around, window shopping, people watching. I'm not sure if she's, like, doing recon, trying to, like, act natural. I don't know if she knows that I'm following her or not.
Okay.
She also attacked
Vincent Trench.
Vincent Trench, the detective, because we had hired him to... Before we knew how much of a threat she really was, we had him looking into it, and she
Found
seemed
him.
to, broken into his home, wounded him, very clearly could have killed him, left him alive as some sort of warning or taunt.
Okay. Well, I have a few people that I can send your way to cast a few spells to see if you are marked or cursed or anything in any kind of way.
Okay.
Is there a problem?
I hadn't considered that I could have been cursed in some way. That's a little bit concerning.
Well, I don't expect there to be anything. Based on what you've told me about her, as I said, either she's extremely powerful, or she's lying. And the first doesn't seem likely. I'm not saying she may not be talented or hell-bent in her own kind of way, but you're alive.
Yeah.
I will not take it as an insult. I will take it as a very good observation of her character.
If you are able to hold your own against a magic user,
I know.
that is a compliment. Take that one, because if she was extremely powerful, like I posited for one of my observations, she could obliterate you. And she didn't.
Understandable. Good day.
We other than her, we kind of found out that it seems like there's been at least one noble family that's part of this cult. That's kind of where we found like this amulet. We could try to tell you everything we found out about it.
The
if that will
goblins.
help you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Raynal's been keeping me up to speed.
Okay. Well, never
Of
mind
course.
then. But there was the guy. Oh my god, the guy. And he also pretended to be Captain Staggett and tried to oppress us. And
Yeah.
we think
A
there's a
doppelganger
chance.
sent after us.
Yeah, we think there's a chance that he was possibly associated with the devil people because he was like supposed to be the pickup person for
For what?
for like some magical items.
Wow. Wow, Talus, wow.
Oh god, I'm sorry, just the look on Victoria's face
Oh.
when she started it.
She was just like,
She's like mid-sentence and she's like, oh. Oh.
And I
And I oh. And I oh.
So, pick a person for some magical items. How did you come across these people?
associated with
that is.
the Zentarum who blew up outside of our house. They were
Right.
like housing the Zentarum in their place.
That's yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was like there was the fireball, the attack, which then we followed
To
to
the
a
Growlhounds.
weird little to the Growlhounds,
They were
which
fighting.
led us to the Zentarum, and then there was
The Nimblewright.
the Nimblewright, which had a map to a meeting point of some
in the City of the
thing.
Dead.
In the City of the Dead, there were people that were dead. One
He's like-
survived.
As
One
you're talking.
survived. Told us where they were going to be going next. After that, went there, saw her. Fight
off.
ensued. Popped off. It's convoluted, and
So-
this is why we're impressed that we made profit this month.
Okay. So how can I be of assistance now that I am up to speed? He's looking at Talus. And then looks back at the rest of the group.
I'm curious
I
to
feel
see
like-
how deep this goes. Like, how many other families are involved?
What do they and what do they want?
Yeah, what's
Because,
their end goal here?
I mean, I'm
Why is Asmodeus putting a pole in Waterdeep?
exactly, and I mean, I don't think I need to be just a random, just an upstanding citizen to not want a Lord of the Nine Hells to have influence in one of the most powerful cities on the Sword Coast, and a little bit is personal slight. I will admit, I do not want to let it slide.
I can respect that. So, I guess again I ask the question, what would you like me to, what are you wanting from me?
I think we want to know. We do not have the resources that you have to investigate people.
Okay.
We would like to maybe, since maybe we've given you something to go off of, we'd like to be kept in the know and maybe help take these people down, because it seems like it's very possible they may need to be if they're a serious problem to the city.
Yeah, like if you know of any other nobility that's possibly worshipping devils.
It's not something that's widely advertised among
Mm.
I expect
devil
not.
worshippers, I suppose, but I can keep an eye into, or I can have people at least keeping an eye into what's going on in the city, and inform you if there is anything that I come across. Is your ultimate goal here to interfere with what these people are doing?
I mean, I think they kind of have it out for us, and it's an us or them sort of situation. It's kind of just feeling like it's
I
getting
don't feel comfortable having the Lord of the Nine Hells having influence in a city where we're trying to, like, live.
Neither do I.
I just
Yeah,
don't want them here. So if I have to get rid of them, I will.
Whether it's for the sake of the city or for the sake of us, as we've already been a thorn in their side that they could easily try and pluck out, I think that both of those work in tandem to bring us to wanting to stop them, because there's no intention that they could have for the city this good.
Yeah.
And I don't suppose you want to involve the Watch.
They're not gonna do anything.
I mean, like, when we were, like, trying to not get killed by the devil people, like, they gave us a...
Edict.
They got us... Yeah, they gave us an edict because we were getting attacked.
Yeah.
That
Which is also why we can't approach this as directly, because of the edicts that are in place for us. So, but we want to help.
Well, that is one area I can assist in. If you would like, I can get those edicts struck from your records.
That makes things a little bit easier to operate in the future, for sure.
Because it's only a matter of time until we disturb the peace again.
Therefore disturbing the peace. And honestly, my peace has never not been disturbed for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something that I can do.
I mean, it would
Hey, do you
definitely
happen to have any, like, adamantine bars lying around?
Why do you need an adamantine bar?
I keep
To
getting
make
shot in the
armor?
abdomen.
So you need a adamantine bar to assist you with that?
Well, I'd like to get some armor.
I don't have any
Some very
adamantine
good
armor. That is very good armor. It's very expensive armor. And I don't think... I think you're going to be very hard-pressed to find any here in Waterdeep, unfortunately.
There's no imports from, like, Dwarven cities at all?
They're very, very particular about who they import their secrets to, even if it's already purchased. It's generally a, if you want it, you need to make the effort to come and get it sort of situation.
Okay.
I can point you in the right direction of a city that you could go to that you could probably find somebody who has adamantine armor.
I mean, that's a start,
city.
I guess.
A city outside of Waterdeep.
Indeed.
Which one?
Oh,
How far is it?
I've never left the city.
It's a bit north, but there is a direct way to travel that way. It is Mirabar, up near the spine of the world.
Oh, okay.
Past Neverwinter.
Indeed, yes, it's along the River Myra, a bit west of Luxon.
Okay. That's
Wait,
really
oh.
far.
Yeah, wait, so that's close to where I'm from.
Yeah, it's past that, yeah.
Yeah,
If it's
that's because Luxon is where a lot of people. Luskin is where a lot of people go, and they like hop on a ship. They go around the spine of the world to get into Icewind Dale,
Right.
so that they don't have to go through the mountains. But this is in
the mountains.
the mountains.
Oh wow, that's actually super close. Wow.
Yeah, and it's through Neverwinter if we wanted to try and visit Lady Growlhound.
Or if we wanted to visit Moongate. Wait, no, that's Baldur's Gate, isn't it?
Total opposite direction, honey.
Yeah.
That's back down south.
That's south. That's south, honey.
Never mind. I thought you were from Never.
I've traveled all up.
Never mind.
Never mind. I've traveled all over, but no, I don't think I've been to Mirabar.
If you, that is the way that you can go about it if you want to go through it legally.
Uh-huh.
say legality was tenuous at best, then what options are available?
I have a contact that I can also get you in touch with, but it will also involve traveling.
Okay.
As far as like Mirabar?
A bit. It's not actually that far, especially if you take a ship. It's about a week via ship. There is a man whose name I will allow him to introduce himself if he would like, but he goes by the Fetcher. He operates out of Baldur's Gate.
Oh.
He will want a favor in exchange.
They all do.
They always want a favor.
Alright.
But I can tell him that you would like to speak with him, and he can have a contact meet you at the docks at whatever date, and you can go from there. But he is not one to travel outside of Baldur's Gate, so you will need to go to him.
Okay. That's an option.
Thank you. That is more options than what we went into it with, for sure.
But devil cultists
Are kind of the priority right now.
Most definitely the priority. Just figured that while we had your ear, that it was good to get all of our questions on the table.
Of course.
Yeah, we're kind of just like when there's like a devil like lord guy and all these people that just like kind of show up and just try to like end your life. It's kind of hard to feel like you have a grasp on the situation. So I think what we're mostly looking for is like a little bit of a better grasp on the situation, but I don't really know what that would look like.
Understandable. Well, information is important, and it is power. I am willing to assist in the matter, but I need to know how far you're willing to go.
I don't want to speak for the whole group, but for me personally, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound at this point. They've given me plenty of reasons to want to go a little bit farther. A lot bit farther. This needs to stop, honestly.
Well, what's most important, I think, to figure out is what they want.
Agree.
What the end goal is.
Uh-huh.
If we know what they want, what they are attempting to accomplish, that opens up a bit more doors into who they may be in contact with, the things that they may be purchasing, the places that they may be going, the magic that they may be learning.
Yeah. I don't have my fucking earring. I gave it to Raynar. God damn it.
Well, I mean, we can do what we can on our end.
Did the Growlhound history books say how they got involved with Asmodeus?
No, it was just like
people are born as tieflings.
People are born on this date, they died on this date, they moved to this place, they're this old, this is their name, and their lineage.
That's what I'm curious of. I'm curious how at least that noble family got in contact with Asmodeus and how it just kind of bled into Waterdeep. Like, I mean, there had to have been a spark. There had to have been something started this. Why?
I mean, this is getting into the elites. I mean, I don't know how high it goes. It's already in the nobles. What if it's in the masked lords?
That's what I'm worried about.
The Growlhounds also don't strike me as the type of people to be leadership in this regard.
So they probably heard about it or got into it from someone else already.
That's what I'm positing.
So it goes further than them.
If there are members of the masked lords of Waterdeep that are secretly worshipping the Lord of the Nine Hells,
oh gosh,
that is a lot of influence and power.
Oh, that's
in
so
the
scary.
Rockets.
Do we know, like, what Asmodeus is, like, about? Like, what's his vibe?
What's his vibe? Vibe check? Can we vibe check Asmodeus?
Vibe check
I
us.
mean, we legend lord him and got, you know, he is Lord of the Nine Hells. You
But,
know,
like, do we know, like, what
and,
he's,
like-
like, about? Like, what is he into? Like, what does he do when he's bored? Like, what is he like?
No.
I mean, we can assume, I think, without metagaming, that it's bad stuff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, there's a lot of... Bad stuff is a very large category, and I'm just kind of, like, trying to figure out where under that umbrella he, like, fits. You know? Like...
I mean, we can go read some books. Maybe.
Oh, I
don't
feel
know.
weird
Isn't
going
that-
to a library and being like, you got books
Yeah,
from the Lord of Devils?
that's. I don't think that's available
I meant
knowledge. That's
more
like
about-
the restricted section.
No, not as in like how to summon devils and stuff like that. I mean like religious texts
Wait a second, Mert.
that talk about hell.
Hey, Mert, what do you know about Asmodeus? What do you know? What's he into? What's he about?
Not a lot. Let me roll my d20 to see just how much.
Can we give him help?
And as you could imagine, it's not exactly a widely talked about topic, other than this is a bad man. And I'm not particularly a religious man. He is the ruler and the overlord of the Nine Hells, just as a whole, every layer of it. It is believed that Asmodeus has the goal of becoming the supreme ruler of the multiverse.
Would love that for him.
Even if it means destroying this one and making a new one.
Great.
He's fully convinced that the multiverse has an extremely bright future under his rule.
Love that.
How can anyone be into worshipping that concept?
Well, they worship him.
Cults
Maybe they
are
think they'll survive the apocalypse. Maybe that's why.
Cults are manipulative, and they make people believe that they're going to get everything that they've always wanted. And if...
I see a cat jumping around.
yeah, that's my roommate's cat, Tanubial. I think, anyway. So when Asmodeus and his members of his cult are talking about a paradise, basically, that's going to come about when he is supreme ruler of the multiverse, they're convinced they're going to be a part of it.
Great. So people who want power, basically.
Essentially,
Security.
people who want power and security, and it's a cult.
Yeah.
Cults prey on
Yeah. So manipulative.
the
Greedy and vulnerable.
greedy and vulnerable, exactly. So it's going to be people who want a lot of money, or people who want, as you said, security. So a lot of people who are affected might be the poor, who want money and security for their families, or
Like the girl that we found in the that tomb, the Castellanter tomb. Wasn't she like? Yeah, they were like
Yeah,
trading
it was.
magical items. So they had these poor people that just like owned a shop in the whatever trade ward, were like getting involved with them, and they were gonna connect with this lady Sephia, and then they just stabbed the shit out of them. Instead, Sephia they just killed her two friends, her like
in the
boyfriend and her.
castle entity.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
was.
broke in.
But people had already broken into it or been allowed
uh,
into it prior.
I'm not going to call the watch on you. It's fine.
No, but I mean, either this group broke into the Castellanter tomb or had a means to get in without needing to break in, is more my
I haven't
implicate.
dealt with the Castellances. Do they strike you as the type? Have you dealt with them?
We've met them
came
briefly.
here.
Their kids are really cute. They want us to like help them potentially with the birthday party for their kids.
If anything, I mean, they seemed honestly rather friendly as opposed to most other noble families. But they are the only noble family of which I am aware that has come to welcome us specifically.
Yeah, they reached out to us
They
the
made
day
a
before
point.
the fireball.
Does that strike you as suspicious or just a friendly gesture?
I
They
would
brought
like.
us bananas.
I would like to think of it as a friendly gesture. Nobles
I've
are
been
nice.
thinking about it. Oh, that's true. The timing is just.
Timing's weird.
The timing is suspicious at the very least. Yes.
Because that was a question I was going to ask, is if other names have come up as far as noble families are concerned in regards to all of this.
Oh, I don't know that they have. I don't
There
recall.
was the Grauhund family, which we knew for sure. There was the fact that this exchange happened in the Castellanza family tomb, and that they had made a point to speak with us the day before the attack happened, which led us on the entire chase to begin with. And then, I suppose, the only other thing that we've heard from any noble family was the attack on the Cormathus family, the slaughter, and
Which
that hasn't.
it's being posited that that also had something to do with devil activity.
Devil activity, yes.
So there's a pattern here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And it does not paint a good picture for the city of Waterdeep.
No, indeed it does not. I don't think it is a bad idea to be suspicious of anyone at this point. But you say they have not given you much reason to believe it wasn't more than just a friendly gesture?
Not yet.
Other than the fact that you found people slaughtered in their crypt in the mausoleum?
In the family tomb,
Yeah.
yes.
That was the only.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Was there signs of a break-in?
Well, no, because I had to pick the lock to get us in.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
And that was a tricky lock, but I've been practicing real hard.
I'm trying to remember, didn't we look at to see if someone had been doing anything to the tombs because there was dust everywhere?
There was the air guy. The air creature. There was that a couple days before that we sent him home.
The air elemental.
But we
right.
still don't know if that was like
I don't even know if that's connected. It might
we
be
don't know if that's
connected.
connected at all.
It would allow someone to plant something there.
We'll
yeah,
tell
it'd be
him.
like-
We'll tell him about that, and we don't know if
You
it's
know.
connected or if it's like the Zentarum, because there's all kinds of people going crazy.
But yeah, because I
But
don't
the
think
dust.
Because we theorize that they could have planted the elemental to disguise the distraction of them breaking in,
going into the that was
Clear-
one
to
of
clear
our
or
it.
clear the area so no one would be around, so they could easily access the crypt without anyone noticing. That was our
Mhm.
theory.
Was it? Well, our
It
theory
was
was
a-
that they
it
were
was a
going to Raynar's family crypt, to
and
like
that's where they got it.
his father's.
And then that led the entire chain of the gnome having it.
Yeah, because it was that
Remember?
gnome
And then the gnome got blown up.
who worked for Raynar's father. They believed that he had it, and then the Nimblewright took it.
Okay.
So that could have been the Zentarum. That could have been that gnome guy.
Yeah, it's
it's
too
been-
loose.
It's vaguely connected
Mm.
potentially.
Okay.
But
Okay. I
We'll
understand.
mention it to her anyway.
Okay, I understand.
But yeah, I mean, we do have a means into their home with the fact that they want us to cater for them, but that's not for some time, unless we were able to communicate with them and ask to see the space to prepare for it better. But still, it's a ways out.
When is this catering event that you were supposed to do for them?
It is for the children's
Next month?
birthday next month.
see, Tempe, playing with the kids, Elzarina.
We're either really good mystery putter togetherers,
It
or
was
we're...
Section 18, I can tell you that much. But I think I might have exited the building because I was like, ew. So I don't have the date.
It was in the latter half of the next month. I'm quite sure.
It was the 15th of Uktar.
Oh, okay, it's right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. 15th of... I'm gonna write it. No, not the once, Dylan.
The one.
So we have like 45 days-ish? 40-ish? 4.5 weeks, 10 days before it comes up. So we may, later in the month, have a reason to be able to come in and see the space, but that does not necessarily mean that we can just go snooping around the estate.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm not one to accuse anyone of worshipping the Lord of the Nine Hells, but I think that a suspicion is going to be life-saving here.
Yeah.
So it's not bad to be suspicious of them.
I mean, I might have a way to possibly, like, get eyes in their house. But it
Okay.
means I can't watch Cephia anymore.
Mm.
Because they're kids, I showed them, I have a friend who's a fairy, and I showed them my little sprite friend, and they were like, whoa, so I could try to, like, get him in. The kids would probably let him in if they saw him. Maybe.
Children are impressionable.
Feel bad using them like this, but, like, it's not hurting them.
Well, the thing is, if their parents are involved in this, their children are on just as much risk as anyone else's.
For sure. Those kids need to be protected.
But I'll have to stop watching Cephia to do that. She's not really doing much right now anyway.
I think it's important that we try to get ahead of the curve on their actions while they are possibly dormant and planning their next move.
Or at the very least rule them out if anything serious.
So is that your next step then? You keep talking about wanting direction and information.
Mm-hmm.
Is your next step to rule out the castle enters?
I think that's the only
I think so.
need.
I think we need to take a look into the castle and family.
Yeah.
I think it's also important that we all keep a lookout and an ear out for what their end goal is, what it is that they are wanting. Not necessarily being the castle enters, but just everyone you're involved with together.
I kind of I'm looking out, I'm giving Sir some side eyes, trying to just do it real surreptitiously. Like,
Galor's in his pocket right now.
I know.
He knows.
I'm not saying anything.
There's also, like, the whole other devil Mesophones bullshit. Like, there's that too.
Yeah. We're not.
Was
saying
that something that Nova was saying out loud?
No. Because she was waiting. She was waiting to see. She was going to mention the Cormathis family, but you did it for her, so she wasn't going to add to it. She was waiting to see what you were willing to talk about for your bullshit. So when you said the Cormathis slaughter also had devil activity, I kind of just let that be because I was going to bring that up, but then you did. So no,
Yeah,
Nova's been very just like. Nova's focus right now isn't even on the Stone of Galore. It's like, where did Asmodeus start? Like, if it wasn't the Growlhounds, where did he start? That's where what she's thinking right now. That's what she's hyper-focused on. But the
The
Castellanthers
could be
could
very
be the start.
And the thing is, if the this is like
Out of-
becoming like just like
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
That's
But
okay.
if the Cormathus family was tied in with Mephistopheles,
Right.
Mephistopheles and Asmodeus are in
They fight.
Fight.
conflict with each other, so it would make sense for if the Castellanthers or other noble families were
Threatened.
involved with Asmodeus,
Mm.
that they would be instructed
Mm,
to deal with
it.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
This could literally be noble families fighting each other on behalf of
Devils.
devil lords.
Yeah.
Devils. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
also,
Yeah.
Sir only said, there was also like the whole noble family got slaughtered, and then Mert finished it himself.
Right.
The thought and said there
There
was
was devil activity. Yeah.
Which is the
Well,
it's the second
Magisters-
bit of evidence that Raynar, what we're telling Raynar is telling Mert,
Right.
Mhm.
because he knows things that we haven't said, but we.
And you probably told him about the stone. The breadstick. Probably knows about that.
It's very possible, but also that might be the one thing that I'm willing to trust Raynar to keep to himself.
He
But
has said twice now, we need to know what it is they really want.
Yeah,
yes,
but she said that Asmodeus doesn't want the Stone of Galore. She wants it.
she wants.
What does Asmodeus want?
money? What does Why is Asmodeus tugging all these people?
Yeah. Like, Nova isn't convinced that the Stone of Galore is something the devil people want. She thinks that's just a noble greed issue.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's like it's a lot of money, but if you were already in control of multiple noble families of Waterdeep,
Right,
like,
why
money
would
shouldn't
why
really
would
be
he
an
want the Stone of
issue.
Galore? Yeah, I don't see why Asmodeus would want it.
Unless there's something else
With the money.
in there.
Yeah, but
Oh.
didn't she outright say that Asmodeus doesn't want it, she wants it?
I don't remember.
Well,
I don't-
that could just be. That doesn't just because she wants it for herself doesn't mean that
Mm.
Asmodeus
It's not
doesn't want it.
Okay.
But I don't think Asmodeus wants the money.
Mm.
I think there's something else in the vault.
Yeah, it's some like absurdly guarded vault. Like there's probably some crazy stuff in there.
And that's what Asmodeus
Potentially.
wants.
Okay. Well, Nova
And
doesn't think that, but
that
that's
might
a
be
fair
something to
meta.
ask.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption. Yeah.
I might be able to have galore legend lore the vault itself.
Ooh, that might be a loophole.
Maybe. But
Okay.
that is pretty much everything that we know.
Yeah.
So far. But yes, maybe it seems you're right in that we do need to start trying to do what we can to look into the
It's-
Castellanza family.
it's
They're
literally the only
only
thing
other
we have
ones to
left.
look at right now.
Yeah, they're the only ones we have, and it's the
In-
most coincidental
And-
lead.
You say you did not believe in your own opinion that the Gralhund family is that of a leadership type. What of the Castellantas then, in that respect?
Victoro. I don't know how much you've interacted with Victoro or how
Quiet.
much you know of him. He is.
Wasn't it that he was like polite but kind of quiet, but the
He was
mom,
quiet.
The mom was like much more, like
Yeah.
kind of like the Growlhounds, but not as extreme. That she was
Right.
like in charge.
Right.
He was very
She was
like
a little standoffish, but not in a mean way.
Yeah.
he watched a lot of things and observed a lot of things and said very little.
He
And
did
she was
say very
She
little.
was the one who was like very interactive with the children too. Like when they were like talking to her after, she like was fully like on her kids.
Oh, we could have detected thoughts on him. Just get his surface level.
I could have.
Rip.
Right.
We had no reason
Something
to
for next
suspect
time.
that.
Something now we know.
That was literally before the
I'll
explosion. We had
prepare.
no reason.
No, I always
Yeah.
have it prepared because that's my domain spell.
Now we know.
Okay. But yes, sorry, you were saying about Victoria.
He is. I've done a lot of business with most of the nobility here in Waterdeep because of my dealings with the government here. Victoro, he's very cold and calculating, but he doesn't like to show that he's very cold and calculating. Most people know him here in Waterdeep as a successful banker, a philanthropist, a very devout worshipper of Lathander. He and his family are. In my experience, I've dealt with quite a lot of people in my lifetime. He strikes me in my dealings with him as the kind of person who is very much after money and power.
It sounds like he's very concerned with appearances too.
Yes, indeed.
He's doing all of the things that he needs to do to seem like the best guy ever.
What would you say is the likelihood that he is also one of the Masked Lords?
I mean,
anyone can be a Masked Lord, though. Some positions are inherited among families, but those families are kept secret. The only people who know exactly who all of the Masked Lords are is the only person actually who knows who all of the Masked Lords are is right? No, not even the Open Lord. The Blackstaff is the only one who knows because the Blackstaff is tasked with protecting all of them.
Oh,
I see.
Interesting.
The Open Lord doesn't even know. Nope, the Open Lord doesn't even know who they are.
That is a lot of responsibility on the Blackstaff, who already has so much responsibility just with the school itself.
She probably would.
And Force Grey.
Mm.
She is a very young woman who has quite a lot of responsibility.
Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
Victoria. Okay.
What about Amalia?
Amalia has always been a ray of sunshine in any dealings I've ever had with her. She's extremely polite. She is accommodating to guests in all manners. She's always been very kind in any functions that I have been to. And from what I've seen, she's also a very good mother to her children.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
They seem to quite enjoy her. I feel like a lot of times it's very easy to see the kind of person a person is based on how their children react and interact with them.
I agree.
And I've always found that the children are very, very much hanging off of their mother more than their father.
Yeah, for sure.
That definitely seemed to be the case.
We might be able to have a means of contact in some form with either them or their estate through the catering, though we don't want to waste that opportunity. We only necessarily would get to case once for means of the party. So,
well, there's also, if we needed another opportunity, I mean, we do a little philanthropy. We give away our extra food. They do philanthropy. If we needed another inn, that's always something we could try to connect with.
And then you said he's a devout of Lathander. Does he go to services within the city?
He does. Yes.
So there is also that. So that's 3. Okay.
All right. You're the best, Bert.
Yeah, you helped us kind of solidify what we need to do. I appreciate it.
I'm always happy to be a sounding board.
From investment to information, every gold coin is worth it.
I'm going to put you in contact with somebody that I know here in the city who might be of assistance to you, both from an informational point and also from a point of being on the inside of things. Her name is Romalia. I will throw that in the chat for you guys for spelling in a second, but it's Remallia, Romalia. She is the lady of House Ulbrinter. So she is a noble here in the city. But she is a spy for me, and has been since her husband was assassinated many years ago. So she may be of assistance to you all. I can get her in contact with you.
That would be
Alrighty.
wonderful. Thank you. We'll do what we can on our part. Boots on the ground, so to speak.
I would say we'll tell you what we find out, but we'll probably tell Raynar, who he'll probably just tell you. So
Okay.
I mean, why double dip?
That works for me.
Anything that we hear will make it to your ears.
Yeah.
And do let me know if you need any assistance as well. I have jobs that I can provide for you if you'd like. There's always something to do among the Harpers. I also can get you in contact with people who can provide you with potions and things of the like. So
Supplies.
potions, and I might even be able to find people to provide me with not very powerful ones, mind you, but some scrolls. If you need that.
We like those.
That's
Would
probably
Certainly not for free, but definitely at a discounted price than you might find in your average
Yeah.
magical
that's
shop.
probably helpful.
All of that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
As long as you keep up your side of the business relationship, I'll keep up mine.
We
You
will
got
do
it, Mert.
everything in our power.
Alright, anything else before I pop out?
Would you like some more wine before you leave?
No. I think that this one glass of wine will do for me for now. It is early in the day.
Understandable. Then I believe our business is concluded.
Romalia will be in touch,
All
Thank you.
right.
Thanks, Mert.
Thanks.
and he will head out. I think that's a good spot to take a break.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Look at us!
So we will take a little bit of a break, and then we will be back in like hopefully 5 or 10 minutes. But you
Yeah.
know us.
Yeah. BRB fam will be on ready. We are back.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. We are refreshed and ready to get back to it, unless anybody has anything that they'd like to add. Okay. So Mert has departed. You guys are left to your own devices.
Well, I feel like we're in a lot of a better place than when we left off just yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
With everything, with the castle as now being the next thing that we're looking into, do you think that I should ask, you know who, about Victoria?
I
I'm
mean,
hurt.
it's a start. And if he knows nothing, that's a plus for us.
That's true.
Like, we're not in the
You
negative.
wanna go up to the tent?
Yeah, let's go up to my tent.
Go up to Nova's tent.
I will lock the door behind the Mert
Okay.
and go upstairs.
And I will produce Galore.
Okay. Oh, he speaks again. What is it that you want now?
I didn't know if you were listening to us talking to our acquaintance Matt. But I may have another name for you.
As much as you are the most entertaining thing in my life right now, I do not make it a habit of mine to pay attention to you 100% of the time.
And neither are you. I have another name for you, though.
What is it?
Victoro Castellanta.
Are you using him to cast Legend Lore?
I am using him to cast Legend Lore on Victoro Castellanta.
Okay. Give me a moment. The suspense.
Victoria, can you just do me a favor and roll a D100?
Yeah.
Are you pulling a card?
Why not? Because I can't hear what's happening in your head. 39?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then if you need a D12, since that's 12 cards, 3.
Okay. Then I will just pull 3. Okay. We'll pull.
I'm so nervous.
Okay. I was just writing out what Galore is going to say. Do you want to go over the cards you just pulled?
No,
first?
I'm gonna take a minute, so
Okay.
you go ahead.
Okay. So Galore says, a man who sold the things most precious to him, one far beyond saving, he's desperate to redeem himself for the sake of the rest.
He sold something beyond saving. Desperate for redemption. Selling definitely sounds like dealing with devils. But the searching for redemption is what's interesting.
Okay.
The things most precious to him. What is most precious to a man
Well-
like Victorio Castellanza?
Pulled the
What do you got?
Four of Pentacles reversed.
Oh, give it to us.
So the base meaning: overspending, greed, self-protection. Can appear when you are reevaluating what's important to you, especially when it comes to money and wealth. You may have placed too much value on material possessions and have now come to new realization that money and things won't make you happy. Only love will make you happy. As a result, you may be losing your grip on the need to surround yourself with things.
Did you pull this for us or for Victorio?
Victoro. It can also suggest that your love for money has turned to greed. You want more, 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 more. But at what cost? In quest to earn more money, you may be working longer hours but neglecting your loved ones. Look at the overall equation of cost versus benefit. Assess whether your quest for more is really bringing you the happiness you most desire. It is also can also appear when you are in self-protection mode. You have a strong desire for security, stability, and certainty, and you are doing everything within your power to create stable environments for yourself and your loved ones. When your outer world seems chaotic and in constant state of change, you can create more certainty yourself by controlling your inner environment. So, there's that.
Galore said
What did Galore say?
that Victorio is a man who has sold the things that are most precious to him, and that one is far beyond saving, but he is desperate to redeem himself for the sake of the rest.
So he might have realized that in his quest for more, that's not what makes him happy. Maybe he's scared of hurting the people he loves.
The desperation for redemption is something that I was not anticipating. But what would be the most precious things to a man like Victorio? My mind immediately goes to his family.
Kids. Yeah, I would hope
You
it
think
would be his
they're like you know how there's like tieflings in the Growlhan family? Do you think he like somehow has tieflings like in his family or something like that?
Maybe.
But that wouldn't hurt them. There wouldn't be anything wrong with them. They would just have horns and a tail.
But if he has sold them, if he has offered them in some way to, say, a devil, I mean, what do you normally sell to a devil?
I don't know, sir. I've never done that.
I was asking quite literally. I mean, I can assume.
A nice hat.
But then he's desperate to redeem himself for the sake of the rest, possibly for the rest of his family. But as Galore says, one is far beyond saving. He's in too deep.
Maybe that's like him. Maybe that's why he's obsessed with Lathander, because he's like got a time limit on himself. He's just like trying to save his family.
And Lathander.
I don't know.
New Dawn. New Dawn, sun guy. I don't know.
The Morning Lord.
The Morning Lord. Which is also the Morning Lord and Lathander are the same god, right? That's just a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like I think Rebirth. But back to the point. So then, do we think that he wants Galore? Is there possibly something that he thinks is within the vault that could redeem himself?
I think the fact that Galore had an answer about him is reason enough to suspect a problem.
That's true.
Confirm our suspicions a little bit more. Because Galore doesn't always know about everything.
Right.
Well, Galore doesn't always have something to say about everything, but he had something to say about Galore.
I do want to clarify with Galore that when something pings with legend lore with Galore, that doesn't insinuate Galore having personally met this creature.
No.
It's magical.
Yeah.
Looking in on them. Okay.
Yeah.
Could we maybe ask if Requisite knows if there's anything in the vault that could redeem someone?
I could try. Galore, we know that this vault that these keys lead to is most likely leading to a large sum of money. But is that all that lies within the tomb? Is there a reason why someone else would desire it besides just coin?
There are many reasons why someone might desire the vault other than coin.
Galore says that it is a multitude of reasons why someone would want to get into the vault besides just coin. It's possible that there's something in there that he thinks could save him. Which means that this could all be a lot more than just about money. It's power, redemption.
Possibly his life on the line.
What was that?
Possibly his life on the line.
Right. Which means, if that's what he's striving for, this points to a very real possibility that for whatever reason he made a deal and he wants out of it, and he thinks that Galore and this vault is the way to fix that.
Possibly.
Which means right now we're ahead because we have Galore and we know what the first key is, and as far as we know, the Castellantas have never gotten their hands on Galore.
Hmm.
So we should try and keep ahead.
I can bring Bramble back. Try to send him over. If we want to do that, or if we just want to go over ourselves. I mean, whatever. Not getting too much where he's at right now. So.
I mean, if we spied inside the Castellanta home, what are we hoping to learn? Are we trying to expose him as a member of the cult so that we can get more people on him? Is that what we're hoping to achieve?
I just think any more other information. I don't really care about exposing the cult. I just want to stop getting attacked.
Right.
I keep putting myself in these situations where it happens, and I know it's my fault.
I mean, what if there's some sort of great power or something within the vault, what if it can be used to stop the cult? Even if it's just getting it out of their hands.
If he's looking for redemption, is there a possibility of us helping him?
Galore says that he is far beyond saving, but I do not know if Galore necessarily gets the final say in that. Do you mean to try and appeal to his want for redemption?
Well, if he's going to church and he feels like he wants to save something greater than himself, I feel like it's worth a try. I don't know. I don't know what that means. It's really cryptic that he's beyond saving, but I don't know if that's entirely true. I wouldn't know until I could potentially... I don't even know if he'd be willing for it. Maybe it's like a dream dive or something, but I don't even know how we would get to that point.
I would assume that he's not.
You need to be by someone to be able to walk in their dreams, correct?
I need their permission. Which is why if he's looking for redemption, and if we offer our help, maybe we could find a way to, like, break Asmodeus' hold on this place. Maybe he knows information that could help us.
And we would have to tell him that we know that about him, which he might not want other people to know for fear of it, like, getting out, which would tarnish his pristine reputation. So there's some risk with letting it be known what we know.
I know. It was just an idea. It's just when I hear someone wants to redeem themselves and help others, like... I feel like we could have the means to help him, and if we had an ally against Asmodeus of anybody, might be a good idea.
That is true. If he is at the head of this, though, then that also means that everything that has happened to us comes back on him. If.
Wait,
I'm
on
not
who?
saying that
Victoro.
Yeah.
comes back on everything that's happened on the material side of things could go back to Victoro.
Yeah, so potentially like the fireball, the growlhounds.
Because we always
Well,
thought
the
that the
fireball
Growlhound...
was the Growlhound, wasn't it? She gave her...
Yeah, but we think that they're not leadership material, and that
They may have learned about it in the first place from the castle.
Sure.
Which means that those
Because-
deaths and destruction and all the things that Cephia did, those people that she killed in that vault, are on him. So
Because
who is he trying?
why
who
would
is he
the
trying to
Growlhounds have... Right.
that he's willing to kill all these people for, directly, indirectly, whether he did it or not? It's on him,
Well,
and he's willing to kill a bunch of people.
I don't know. Galore, thankfully, does not talk incredibly cryptically. There is a level of... I've learned about with the keys, there is a level of literalness to how he speaks. It's very possible that for the sake of the rest means for the sake of the rest of the things precious to him.
Well, yeah, but that's like, what is he willing to sacrifice to save those? What about all the people that were precious that died in the fireball? Or that girl that was like dead in that... her brother was like dead in that tomb.
I think the terrible thing is that desperate to redeem himself is still a desperate, powerful man, and desperate, powerful men
Are dangerous.
will lead a wake of destruction to get to what they want.
Not sure that killing people to find redemption is like someone who actually like deserves redemption. Not that I'm like the arbiter of redemption. I mean, really, who is that up to? Not me.
I know. So I think that the thing we need to decide is, do we confront or in some ways engage in contact with the Castellantas, or do we pursue the key and try and achieve what he is trying to achieve first, so that we have an advantage on him?
That one. I don't care about helping him.
Right now, I don't either, but Nova, for your sake, this plan, if we went with it to try and get to the vault first and discover what he seeks, does not necessarily mean that we cannot then use it to try and help him. Depending. It takes the cards, for good metaphor, and puts them in our hand so that we get to decide what plays.
That's true. I just feel like we need more information before we decide what we are gonna do with Victoro.
So why don't we have Bramble watch the Victoria estate and we start trying to figure out how to find this adamantine?
I can call him that.
Because also getting to the vault first means stopping Cephia. And that is something that I am very much in support of.
It also means doing stuff to make ourselves worthy of the other two things, and then also finding all three.
Exactly.
Hang on. Nobody needs to reread that line.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll ramble.
A man who sold things most precious to him, one far beyond saving. One is far beyond saving, but he is desperate to redeem himself for the sake of the rest.
I will tell Bramble to come on home.
Wait.
Okay.
Mhm. What?
Wait. Well, because, yeah, when you reread it again, Christy, he sold the things most precious to him. One is far beyond saving. One of the things he sold is far beyond saving, but he's desperate to redeem himself for the sake of the rest. If it was his wife and his two kids, it may be like his wife is too far gone to be saved, but he can
wants
still
to save the kids.
It could be that. It's not that he's too far beyond saving.
That's why I wanted to reread it, because you were like, he's
happy
too far beyond saving, and I was like, wait a minute.
I'm happy that you reread it.
Could be. I
Yeah,
mean, it could be his wife. Like,
That's the thing. We're making assumptions of what one is. It could be him. It could be his wife. It could be one of the kids. Like, we don't know.
Could be literally anything. Like, we don't know what it is, but something important to him.
Yeah, but it's
it means they're not all beyond saving.
Right. That's why I'm kind of wondering if we could ally ourselves with him, whether he's done fucked up shit or not. If he wants to save those kids or anyone else that he finds precious, I feel like I'd want to help him with that. I feel like that's a fair thing to want.
We still need to have the cards in our favor, so that it's not that we offer to help him and he turns it on us.
Right.
I mean, I just find it a little odd that someone who is indirectly or directly responsible for, like, the deaths of, like a couple dozen people is someone that we would want to, like, save. Because, like, I mean, people die, and I'm not really concerned about, like, the Zentarum and the Growlhund guards, but I know that that was, like, a thing for you guys. So I find it, like, a little odd.
I think we can all agree, at the very least, base level, we gotta protect those kids. Base level.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's fine.
Like, we can all agree on that one?
The kids, the city.
The city.
I mean, I think the city as a whole, like, with a lot of people, would take precedence over two kids. Like, if he's going to burn through an entire city to save two kids or his wife or himself, like, I think there's, like, a balance and, like, a line of what's...
If that's the case, but we don't know.
Victoria might be our adversary, but the enemy that we need to stop is Asmodeus.
Or,
oh my god.
Yeah. Or his wife.
I hate saying that.
I
hate saying that. How are we supposed to stop the Lord of the Night Hells? That's ridiculous.
As he sinks into the chair.
Oh, life was so much easier when we just had to decide what we wanted for brunch.
True. So what do we think is the best way to go here to keep the cards in our hands and them one step behind us?
I say it's eyes on the Castellanters to know what he's doing, know what he's planning. Try and get at least this first key. If it requires us to leave the city, we can check our other contacts, but we can... At the fastest is we take a week's trip to Baldur's Gate, get it and come back.
Yeah.
And then by around that time, we can start thinking about meeting with the Castellanters to plan for the banquet.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. That we could get it ahead of the banquet.
Because then we still have to wait, because we have to get this one before we know what the second one is, I think.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that if we think that there's something in the vault, and if we get there first. I feel like you might be right. We might have a little bit of leverage.
And you know Baldur's Gate.
No, Baldur's Gate. Pretty well.
Have
Kinda
you
like
ever
the back of my
heard
hand.
of this? Have you ever heard of this fetcher operating out of Baldur's Gate?
No, not really my thing. I was
Mm,
I was a kid. I left pretty young, honestly, so
it's
it's
fair.
kind of
Sorry.
out of my league for criminal bullshit that we're now dealing with. So yeah, no.
Okay.
It was the first
That's
time we
my
ever
2
had to
cents.
cart out bodies out of my house. So
That's my 2 cents. But this is a team.
what do you think, Talus? What are your thoughts on how we want to get ahead? Are you okay with using Bramble?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's good at.
Hey.
I don't really particularly care for having the fate of children or a city or other lives potentially like in my hands. I really don't care for that. That's not my responsibility, but it is now, I guess.
If
But
we walked
you all
away,
have-
it would be our fault.
You all have helped me. I want to get into that vault, and I want to give a big F you to everybody who tried to kill us. That's all I want. I don't care about the rest.
Okay,
But
tell
you all
Then
have helped
let's-
me
Then let's go.
with things that I needed help with, so I'm on board to help with whatever.
I don't mean to make you feel pressured into burdening all of this on you. If you don't want that burden, I don't expect that from you. And that's okay. I'll
No,
take
it's. I mean,
I'll take it.
it's like
I know. I don't like it either.
I
It's
just
a
want to
lot.
go to brunch. I'm going to brunch 3 times a 10-day.
Me too. Me too.
We can treat a week's trip on a boat like a little bit of a vacation.
I need to get the situation with the captain sorted out before I leave.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
So yeah.
Why don't I at least just go talk to
Crab?
Kreb today.
Mm.
Okay.
See if he knows anything else about adamantine. I can sell off some of these weapons.
Yep.
Because we may need some gold to get to Baldur's Gate if we're going to secure a trip.
Well, we've got gold. I still have those wars.
But also because we may need to buy the adamantine.
Yeah. Which
He said that would probably be a
Favor.
errand or task,
Yeah.
but that doesn't necessarily mean that there is not also gold to be paid. These types.
it's been like 3 or 4 days since that dwarf lady came to stay at our house, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's still a couple days out too.
I mean, we can lay low until Ott is picked up and she's good to go, but I don't know how long that is.
I can ask.
And we always have Raynor back here in Waterdeep.
Yeah. We could have
It's got my
Rainy
earring
house
right
sit.
Oh, they're not our house to kill and blow up. I
Well-
don't feel radar.
Fair. Maybe like just stop by and water the plants like every couple hours. You know, like
mean,
when
we
you
have
have a
this-
cat, they come over and feed the cat and then they leave.
We have our staff too. We can leave the place running, probably, maybe.
Yeah.
Why don't we let's do what we can do for now. Let's get our boots moving.
Okay.
Sitting around too long, we're gonna get just stuck in our heads.
Yeah, I'm good with focusing on just like what we could do right now. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell
Alright.
Bramble to come home.
Okay. I'm gonna start gathering stuff to go to Crabs.
Okay. Alright. Sorry, hold on 1 second. I am taking a peek here. Okay. Alright, so first, Bramble pops home. So he is with you.
I'm gonna give him like the rest of the afternoon off. And if
Okay.
he wants to go like chill in his little house in the garden area, he can. But if he would much rather go to his little pocket area plane thing, he can do
Okay.
that too.
He heads out to the backyard to sit in his little tree area.
Okay. He's just getting a couple hours off because he's been busy.
Okay. Is there anything that you or Nova would like to do at the house before I pop over to Sir with Kreblon?
I had half written Mungi with Talus's handwriting a letter. I think I'm just gonna fold that and bring it with me, and I'm gonna rewrite a new letter just saying, "Hey, we might be stopping by in like a week or two, so like, let Mom know I'm not dead."
Okay.
I see her writing that. I want to draw like little like birds and flowers
sure.
on the letter.
And we're gonna be contacted by that Ramalia eventually, so we have to hang around at least for a little bit.
I'm gonna let him know it's gonna be
leave.
it's like a quick visit. Like I can't stay long, but.
Okay. Do you want to just like leave it at that very basic, just like this is kind of the body of the letter? Or do you want to actually like write it out eventually and send it to me?
I'll write it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just
But
do
I'm
that
going.
whenever you feel
Yeah.
able to,
What I'm
but I'll
gonna
keep
I'm
that in
gonna
mind.
use the magic paper and yeet it.
Okay.
Give it a head start with a yeet.
All right.
I have to deal with Cleo. She's yelling. I apologize.
That is okay. All right. Sir,
Yes, Joe.
what are you doing?
He is gathering all of the the weapons from the bugbears.
Okay.
I know that I was keeping the javelins for myself, so it's actually just their morning stars and any melee weapons that they had. To bring them over to Krebs to sell them. And then he wants to basically kind of open up with, have you ever worked or known someone that worked with adamantine?
Adamantine. What are you looking for adamantine for?
I mean, I was just reading about it, and it sounded like some pretty serious stuff. And I know that you're always up for a challenge, but I also heard that it's something that's very, very difficult to work with. You're the best smith I know, so I went to you first.
Well, I'm a silversmith, not an adamantine smith. You have to be under an apprenticeship for a good 100, 200 years or so in order to work with adamantine. It's hard to come by smiths that know how.
200 years? I don't even have that much time in my life.
Well, you're not a dwarf, are you?
I'm not a dwarf.
And the craft is a very, very well kept secret among those who know how to do it. It's very hard to get an apprenticeship. You have to prove yourself worthy. You're wanting
just buying it or getting it.
You would probably have to go to one of the dwarven cities and actually find an adamantine smith and get it directly from them. It's not only is it difficult to work with, you have to be very skilled to do so, and you have to have been basically taught for a long period of time. It's also a very volatile weapon or volatile metal when it's being worked with, so it's a very dangerous process as well. So it's kept mostly in the forges in the mountains. Are you looking for raw adamantine, or are you wanting adamantine armor?
I mean, I guess I would want more. I can't do anything with just raw ore.
Most people can't do anything with just raw adamantine.
Right. So I mean, like, how much would you know? How much roughly, like, a typical ingot's worth of adamantine would even be worth? Like, forget an entire suit of armor, but just like what's its compared to gold, for example, or even platinum?
It's probably a 5-to-1 ratio of ingots, gold ingots, adamantine, 5 ingots of gold, or 1 ingot of adamantine armor.
And
an ingot.
And the gold ingots that Talus had were worth 250?
250 each, yes.
So that would be 1,250 gold, like, base for an ingot?
Per ingot, yeah.
You see, this is why I went to you about it, because I knew that they weren't even talking a lot about it in books, because they said it was, like you said, it was a well-kept secret. That is, I mean, talk about a pipe dream.
Well, I mean, do you have any contacts in any dwarven cities? Because if you're on their good side, they might, throw you a bone.
On their good side.
I mean, the most that I've ever seen of people outside of Waterdeep is people that came in on the docks. I heard that there was maybe a town, a settlement of some sort called, it's in the spine. It starts with an M, something like that.
Mithril Hall?
No, actually, what's the Mithril Hall?
Oh, it's a dwarven city up north in the mountains.
Ah.
Are you thinking of Mirabar?
Mirabar sound, yeah.
You're gonna have better luck going to a place like Mithril Hall and getting adamantine. Mirabar is a city on the surface, and it's not just dwarves.
So it's like it's gonna be more surface folk. That's why they know about it.
Yes, it is mostly dwarves, but it's not just dwarves. And because it's mostly dwarves, you're probably not going to find many... Mithril Hall has a lot of trade back and forth with Mirabar, given that it's dwarves. Dwarves like to keep to themselves quite a bit when they're from actual dwarven settlements.
So you're saying if I was going to go to Mirabar, I might as well take the extra step and go directly to the Mithril Hall?
Precisely.
Because then I'm not going to get gypped by some second-hand salesman. I can just go straight to someone that's working with the metal.
And you might even find someone in Mirabar that's going to have adamantine, but it'll be subpar, or it'll be mixed with other metals to make it look like adamantine when it's not.
Oh, they mix it. They mix. How can you tell
it's
if an ingot is mixed with other metal?
Well, you can't.
Okay, that's fair enough. So, are you saying that pretty much only someone that works with it would be able to tell, like a smith? Or do you mean a dwarf would, most dwarves would be able to know?
Most dwarves, I think, could be able to know because we are the children of the stone, and we have a bit of a relationship with the stone. So most dwarves would be able to tell you if adamantine is not real. Adamantine is a black metal. It has kind of a green sheen to it. If that green sheen's not there, it's definitely not adamantine, but that's the best I can give you.
Okay. There's nothing like a difference in weight or anything of that nature?
No, it's a magical metal.
So look for the sheen.
Look for the sheen.
Would you be able to... Do spells detect the magic in it? You would know. Interesting. Well, if anything, I mean, I could listen to you talk about metalworking till the day is long, but as always, I know that you're probably busy. I just wanted to drop off these weapons for you, see if you wanted to buy them, and, well, I guess just sort of pick your brain a bit about that.
I could give you a few other cities that you could go to if you don't want to go to Mithril Hall.
The Mithril Hall is up in the spine, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is there something down south in the southern mountains at all?
No. You're gonna find most of the dwarven cities up north, but there is Gauntlgrim, which is in the Neverwinter Forests. In Sundabar, which is over in the Silver Marches.
So many places that I... What was that second one again?
Sundabar. Sundabar.
Cool. And then in the and then the other one was in the forest, the Neverwinter Forest. Gauntlgrim.
Gondoglim.
Gontogrim.
Sundaba!
Sundaba. Gontogrim.
Alright, so north is best bet. And you're saying if I could get to, if someone would to go all the way to the Mithril Hall, that would be best bet, but then there's other choices as well.
Now, if you can't find any there or anybody who will give you the time of day, you're gonna have to get on the good side of the dwarves up there. Mithril Hall is Gauntlgrim and Sundabar. Sundabar is a surface city, but it's in the mountains. Gauntlgrim and Mithril Hall are below ground. You're going to have to get on the good side of the dwarves because, as I said, big kept secrets, and it's hard. It's hard to get things like adamantine, and they're not gonna not let you into the city. But these cities are almost 100% dwarven. Obviously, they work with trade with other cities and stuff, so people are allowed in and out. But you're gonna have to kind of kiss some ass, basically.
If there's anything that I'm good at in this world, it's finding alternatives to kissing ass, but I'll consider it.
Out of character, do either of you guys speak Dwarvish?
Me neither.
Oh, I do speak Undercommon. They speak Undercommon.
Maybe? Some might speak Draconic and weird.
I mean, maybe with Duragar, but
yeah,
I'm sure
actually
mostly
probably
speak
more
Dwarvish.
Duragar.
I have
yeah.
deep speech.
No,
that's
that's
gonna
like
be there
demons.
chilling, like vibing with Cthulhu. Deep speech is like.
I don't even know why she has it. It's just there.
Well, I mean, so telepathy is basically our best bet, or just having to be those people that are like, yeah, speak common.
Do you speak common? Alright. That is more than I could have hoped to learn about it. Not that I'm planning a trip to the mountains anytime soon, but it caught my interest. Speaking of catching interest, do you want these morning stars?
Let me take a peek at them. How many do you have?
Was there one for each bugbear? Are there 6? I got 6.
They are not the best quality, and they are definitely not the best constructed either, but I'll take them off your hands. I can melt them down.
Yeah. I mean, it's just weight at this point, so...
Alright,
whatever your preference is.
I can give you 8 gold for each of them.
8 gold each? Sure, they're yours.
So, 48 gold for you.
48, alright. Thank you, Crab. And honestly, yes, thank you for the enlightenment. I wouldn't have known where to go. Thanks.
Anytime.
Alright. I will head back home. And if the girls are there, relay that information to them. But that is all that Sir needs to do for now.
Okay.
Talis, are you gonna go speak to Zardoz?
Well, I was actually gonna hang out at Rainey's, like, for a little, because I'm just worried. Like, I just want to check on him.
Okay.
I don't know if we should be, like, waiting in our house for someone to come and murder us again, or if we should be at Raynor's to stop someone from murdering him, and we can't be in both places at once, and I'm a little worked up about it.
Do you want me to go to Rainey's and you go talk to the captain about the person that's staying at Rainey's?
Oh, he'll figure it out. You know what? I asked him for help and he didn't help me, so he can figure it out just like I have to figure it out, alright? He's a grown man, he's responsible for his own shit, and he can figure it out.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not gonna argue with that.
Once Sir gets back, I'll go see Rainey.
Okay. Do you want me to come with you, or are you good?
To you. We could all go if we wanted.
Anyway. Let's wait for...
Hold on, stop! Don't fold the letter yet! I'm not done drawing this flower! This one has, like, a little happy face.
You missed that one.
Yeah! Well, that's the one that I drew on the stick figures. See, that stick figure's you, and that one's me. And this one here with the horns, it's her.
Yeah, but you
Krebs
forgot the
was
heart
able
on
to-
the exclamation point on this one.
Oh, you're right. Hi, sir.
Hi. Kreb gave me some information. Some
Yeah?
other possible places that we could go. Definitely better choices than Mirabar.
Okay. So are we doing that, or are we going
the-
to Baldur's Gate? I haven't sent this yet, apparently.
Well, the only thing is that most of these, so like, he said like the Mithril Hall,
Mm-hmm.
which is underground. A couple of these are underground and almost 100% dwarven, which would mean that we would have to carry on some sort of favor or gain sort of their affluence to be able to allow us to even access the adamantine. By the way, also about 1 ingot of this is going to be worth base like 1,125 gold. It's like 5 to 1 with regular gold ingots, so kind of pricey. And the worst thing is sometimes people can mix it with other metals, which would mean it's not pure. And the only people that can really for 100% tell you it's pure is going to be someone that works with the metal, or maybe just most dwarves in general. But he said to look for the green sheen on it. If there's no sheen, then there's no way that it's adamantine.
Okay.
So, if we go to see the dwarves, we got to kiss some dwarven booty and produce like well over 1,000 gold.
Which we just gave to Matt.
Which
Yeah.
we can't, yeah.
But we'll probably have a better chance of it being real and pure if we go to them. If we go to Baldur's Gate, we have to probably do a job in exchange for the bar. Which
Right,
is
I'm guessing
job
it'll be
worth
less. Right,
1,000
less gold.
Right, it'll either be like a job and gold, or a big old job worth that much gold, which I can't even imagine what that would be considering. the
But
jobs
we risk it not being pure. He
Right.
he said it is a magical metal, but doesn't know if spells can detect the magic in it. So that's sort of a maybe, maybe not.
I mean, just based on our financial situation alone, I think I would rather do the job.
Yeah.
How much? I mean, how much can we even afford it if we really needed to? How much gold do we have between us?
I have like 400.
Just gave away a lot. I've only got 300 now, and I was kind of hoping to save up a little bit more
Right.
because,
I've only got 183.
yeah.
All right, well then that's actually not an option at all, really.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
we did work to get more coin, we might have to go with Baldur's Gate anyway, and just hope that we can make sure that it's pure.
Scrounge up a little money in the interim,
Yeah.
and do our best to square everything away here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Nova, you don't happen to have some large amount of inheritance that's just sitting for you waiting in Baldur's Gate, do you?
Not that I'm aware of. If Mom has any, she hasn't
We
told
can
me.
always.
Doesn't
We can
mean
always.
money.
I mean, I would be dipping into that Cormathus bank if I was able to claim it, but
Maybe I could borrow money from Moongi, but again, we'd still have to go down there.
we would still have to go down there anyway. Yeah.
I'd really rather not, though.
Okay.
That's just another reason for Bridget's parents to hate me, so I'm not gonna do that. She says under her breath.
Okay.
I'm gonna check and see how long our guest is thinking they're gonna stay before the staff opens for the day. And then I was thinking of checking in with Rainy for a little just to see how he's doing.
Okay.
If you want to come, anyone can come. Or you can stay and work.
I'm gonna stay and work. We need money. Especially
Yeah,
after
that-
hearing that, I'm like, we need money.
That's very obvious.
There doesn't happen to be any new tournaments that are happening in the proving grounds, right? That has like prize money.
You haven't heard anything, but you can go take
Yeah.
a peek if you want. Mert did say he had work for you guys if you
Mert
wanted
did
it.
say he had.
Yeah.
We could get Mert back and do work too. So there's options.
Should I send this now, or should I wait for it?
I mean, it's gonna be a little while before we leave to go anywhere.
Yeah, but it's
How
gonna take a
long
while
does
to
it take
get
to-
there.
I mean, are you saying that we're definitely coming, or are you saying that we may be coming?
I wrote
In
we
the
may be
letter.
coming by in the next week or two.
Oh,
How about we may be by before the end of the month?
Before the end of the month?
we also have to
Give
make sure
ourselves this month.
with the 15th of Uktar.
Well, that's why I said if we were to go soon, like in the next few days, and it takes a week to get there, and then a week to
And
come
a week
back.
to get back.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's Nova was assuming we'd be leaving soon, which is why she wanted to send the letter now, because by the time it gets there, we'll be getting around there soonish.
Yeah, and I mean, also, with Mert paid off, anything that we make from from the tavern now, that isn't going towards guild payments and stuff, that is just coin right into our pocket for this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah.
I'll just say the next couple weeks. Keep it vague.
Yeah.
Keep it vague.
Next couple weeks.
That also gives them time if they want to respond with a letter.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeet! Now I yeet it after Talus drew on it.
We'll go ask Istrid, like, yeah, she's well gonna stay however long she wants, but like, you know, how long does she think it's unsafe for her to like be out? Just like trying to make sure we plan our schedules in a way that we can make sure we're accommodating her.
She says, I don't expect to be staying more than a 10-day, and it's already been about half that. Davos should be out of custody soon. Doesn't have anything to tell them, so...
Oh, he's gonna be so strong from breaking all those rocks on that prison farm. He's gonna be suntanned and rugged. How exciting. I'm gonna... Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Istrid. Yep. See ya around the manor.
She has been spending most of her time in the room that you gave her. She does help around the bar, and has kind of been putting herself in with like the crew and like helping her when everything's open. She's been like pulling her weight and cleaning, but she's super like quiet and doesn't really speak much. And
Okay. Good to know. I will relay that to my friends. And then I will swing by Rainy's, like, I guess in the early evening, like right around opening time, or before it, just to make sure he's okay, and that Ott's good.
okay. Is there anything in particular that you want to discuss with Raynar? He is at the house. Ott is doing okay. He has been providing him with like food and water and stuff, and his staff has been helping like take care of him. And he assures you that his staff are trustworthy and that you don't have to worry about anything that happens in the house, leaving the house. They've worked with him since he was a kid. So,
does he want us to, like... I don't know if we should stay where Ott is in case they figure out where he is, like, from magic, or if we should just assume that they're gonna keep attacking us. That's, like, my main thing. It's like, I don't know. I don't want Raynar to be, like, vulnerable.
I am more than capable of taking care of myself. You do not have to worry about me if anything happens here. I only asked, do you know when they're planning on coming to get him, and do they know that he's here, or do you want him back at your tavern when such time comes for them to retrieve him?
I mean, it's kind of just like a whenever it happens sort of deal. I guess I can write a letter to communicate the movement, but then you're gonna have people coming in your house. Probably.
I'm fine with that, as long as they don't destroy anything, and I don't think they will.
Alright. Yeah, I'll let you know. If you get attacked, just write help on that bird and send it to me. And then I'll
Okay.
remember. Gotta go work now. We need money a lot. We paid off our loan!
Good!
But now we're broke. So I'm gonna go work. But it's paid off!
Do you need money?
Raynar, no. Raynar, just because you're rich and I'm mentioning our financial situation to you does not mean that I want money from you.
I'm just offering my assistance if you need it. I
Raynar,
didn't think that you were asking or fishing, I promise.
Raynar, that's the line. Listen, you've already offered, like, your home and, like, all this other stuff. You can keep your purse to yourself. We're more than capable of making money. In fact, we did it quite efficiently considering we had that loan for like a month. So, thank you. Good day. And I will vacate. I give him a hug and then I vacate the premises.
Okay.
And work.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody would like to do for today?
No, I think do we just? I think we just need to let time pass.
Yeah, I think we're just
Okay.
working.
All right. Well, I think that's a good ending spot then.
Woo!
Hey,
Yeah. We got
Oh.
stuff done.
we got a
Stuff is
direction.
in motion.
I'm proud of you guys.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. Does anybody have any closing remarks?
Little Dragon Corp, coupon codes pro bonus, thanks to Cardboard Castle Games as well, and check out our other games. We've got games every day.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And as always, Black lives still matter.
Always.
Black lives still matter. Every day.
Every day.
Okay. How do I sign us off today? Vic, do you want to sign us off today?
Yeah. You know what? When you are trying to, like, figure out how you are going to go up against a devil-worshipping cult and ultimately their lord and savior, Asmodeus, Lord of the Nine Hells, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus.
Hell yeah.
Please don't.
Please don't forget that proficiency bonus. You're gonna need it.
All right. We will see everybody next week.
GGBBs. Okay, love you.
Bye.